shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave.
Not his. That's rude.
This is awesome. Bow's getting attacked by Karens.
I hope he never investigates me, because that guy is by the book. That guy's one of the good guys. That guy, if you go on the Department of Justice's website, every day they are bringing bad guys to justice. Doesn't matter who they are, including everybody who is doing something wrong that the federal government needs to intervene with. And that is what the office exists to do.
Why y'all got to carry the Asian stop Asian hate? Why y'all got to carry the Asian stop Asian hate? Why y'all got to carry the Asian stop Asian hate? Why y'all got to carry the Asian stop Asian hate? Why y'all got to carry the Asian stop Asian hate? Stop Asian hate. 1A 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 1A.
How's that? How's it going now? Good? Going good? Wow, that's
they got all the roads, they got all the control. They control everything. They are the victims of a wild cover-up and a conspiracy between some woman who was a financial advisor at Fidelity, right? The U.S. Attorney's Office and something called Turtle Boy are picking on full war review. Oh no, you're fine. Everything by the book. Oh guys, they investigated themselves and they found out that nothing was wrong. That was my thoroughly looked into all their allegations. And we determined they're not true. Michael Walker wiped his cushion and then said it was
If you don't like it, then you walk away, butterfly. If you don't like it, then you walk away, butterfly. If you don't like it, then you roll away, butterfly. If you don't like it, then you walk away, butterfly. I can't control the speaker. I can't control the speaker.
Right.
That's right.
I can't control the speaker.
All you really need to know is that Brian Thomas fly to California to do the most painful thing ever and speak to not only the German for an hour and 5 minutes, but he doesn't have time, cannot be bothered to investigate.
Back off turtle Karens, backer 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 off turtle Karens.
I can't control the speaker.
Backer off turtle Karens, backer off turtle Karens. Free speech is for everyone. This isn't a price for all. Unwanted touching is dirty. Mind your business, right? Always try to control everything.
You seem like a credible witness. You seem like a credible witness. Well, he told me that there was two motherfuckers. Oh, that's not good. Well, I guess we'll just add another charge. Because the journalist talked to the primary character in the story we've been covering for 18 months. Somehow that's now illegal in the United States of America. They want to make you think that's scandal. They want to make you think that's scandal. Me, a person who was now reading 298 installments of the cover-up series, had the audacity to reach out and speak to the primary character in the story's cover.
My dick, parsley, yoga, my dick,
I can take you.
They got nothing to back them up. They know they're going down. And
I have the right to be here.
good is going to be evil. And this is gonna,
I have the right to be here, ma'am.
in a few months from now, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. As one of the greatest We are exposing the most corrupt institutions I've ever seen. You didn't sit home and watch this. You came out, you made your voice heard, and you were part of something bigger than you.
This is hilarious. Hey Gregory, sorry guys. Midwest, what up? Bow's live.
Shut up all you Karen, stop Asian hate, don't you touch the chat, that's a subject book demons.
Oh sweet Greg, that's awesome.
Asian hate, shut up you scallywags.
Hey Satoshi. Stand up for me, turtle boy.
Let's go to trial. They got trial in what's today, the 25th? Today's the 25th. So,
Sorry, I send the back off Turtle Karen TDS.
whatever, 18 days, 15 days. That means they got to do something. They don't got much time.
That's awesome, Greg.
They're going to share discovery. They're going to exonerate you. Why not today? Today is the last scheduled pre-trial conference, and I can't wait to see what is uncovered in court today. So,
Stop Asian hate, respect. One Nobel is a vet. Stop Asian hate, respect. One Nobel is a vet.
I can't stop the speaker. I can't stop the speaker. I can't stop the speaker. I've been standing in the same spot. Well, at this point, you're getting aggressive towards me, so I'm gonna leave it on you. I said you're getting aggressive towards me, so I'm gonna leave it on you in case you try to attack me.
You look like a piece of shit.
Thank you, sir. I bid you farewell. Aiden, stand up for me, Aiden. Your followers are trying to attack me, Aiden.
I got it. You're welcome. Thank you.
Let us know when you're going to do your first live on the laptop, Greg.
Hell yeah.
I'll know that you mean a her. You come in peace.
He knows. Turtle boy. Aiden, I can't get a picture with you. All right. Hell yeah.
These Karens must love crusty panties. Stop Asian hate. Free Karen read no more crusty panties. Pastor the pastor.
Oh, that guy was about to attack me.
Oh yeah, you could have spritzed him if you had some.
Yeah.
You got that
I
close.
think he's right. I got to get in line. There's a lot of people waiting.
I just wanted a picture with Tom CPO. I don't want to see.
The guy was going to attack me because I had a speaker. He's got a goddamn rosary on.
Why you look at me?
Because I like to look at people.
The camera's me.
No. No, I'm going to record you.
Go ahead.
I will.
Who are you?
I'm Bowser.
What's Bowser?
Bowser, that's what I was
Hey, Heike.
Are you the globalist? You want to take over America?
Yes.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You want to take over America, huh?
Yes.
You piece of shit ain't gonna
Sydney,
happen.
Ohio?
I'm going to take over America.
You can't.
I'm going to take it
You're
over.
a piece
I'm
of shit.
I'm going to take over all
You
of
can tell your
America.
Chinese ain't gonna happen.
I'm going to tell all the Chinese to come here and take over.
Why are you so racist?
I'm telling all the Chinese people to come and take over.
Not.
He is a veteran. You see his jacket? That's his actual war jacket.
Yeah, so is Morrissey.
Okay.
Yeah. China's coming.
Sydney, Ohio. That's cool as fuck, man.
Must be nice.
You know Jared
Why
Dixon?
is he so mean?
He streams from down
Nothing
that
you can do
area.
to stop the
Marion
Red
area.
Army from coming.
Did we just love one another? Have a beautiful day.
How's it going? How are you?
Oh, you're going to take my picture of him?
I'm from
Aiden,
Northwest Ohio area myself.
Aiden. Oh, he's
White House.
He's still got more pictures. He's got more fans. Can I get a picture with you, man?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm not here to troll you.
I know you're not.
Jesus.
No, we're doing fist up.
Like
on,
this?
can salute.
I'm not here to troll you, Aiden.
I know you're not.
I'm here to support you.
That's Clash with
I know you
Val.
are. I know
Yep.
Clash with Val.
Your, your,
I
fo-
know.
That's why I stood up first amendment rights. You didn't hear that?
Alright.
your followers wanted to attack me.
Well, I can't control what other people do.
waited a long
you know?
time for this.
Thank you, Aiden.
Thank you, sir.
So glad you're out.
Yeah, I'm glad to be out. You and me both.
We had a watch party Saturday night for you.
I'm glad. I hope you guys had a good time.
We did.
I almost got killed.
Good to know. Good to know. Well, welcome to the stream.
I can't control the goddamn.
DTW. That's
Back here.
Yeah, I probably won't come back.
isn't that Metro Airports?
You want me to report for you, Richie?
Viewers didn't see you and Aiden together.
Huh?
This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on
Oh, nice.
and on, my friend. Some people started singing it.
So pretty. Lovely picture.
That is a good picture. You took the good one.
I am actually.
You're taking my property.
All in your house. Yeah.
What about
Did it fall?
so?
Well, something's going on in there. Something's going on.
So it's Amazon. It's my Amazon wish list. No, you're not taking my package.
Kills me.
Ken Reed was coming soon.
Crazy. Whatever that stuff
Excuse me.
Really, Keweenaw Peninsula. I love that part of the UP.
That's like the most awesome thing that could have happened.
These Karens must love crusty panties. Stop Asian hate. Free Karen read no more crusty panties. Past of it, past of it, past of that.
Are you Brian? Yeah. Jack Ripper Media said that for me to tell you that he sent me here.
Awesome. All right, awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Where do you want me? Anywhere?
He's got his goddamn water.
Yeah, at least he's got his water. I gotta go find a trash bin.
There should be one inside.
This one right down there. I'm gonna go throw this piece of paper away.
It's getting chilly.
Yeah, it is in the shade. It is. You guys almost got me killed. You guys almost killed
Ike,
me.
that's it looks like a Finnish name. Ike.
I can't believe you guys did that. The Karens wanted my speaker off. I had to get Turtle Boy to come save me for God's sakes.
Yeah, that's wow.
Turtle Boy had to goddamn save me. China's coming.
Yeah. My paternal grandmother's full Finnish. She came from Finland too.
These Karens must love crusty panties. Stop Asian hate. Free Karen
Finnish
read
and
no more
Swedish.
crusty panties. Past of it, past of it, past of that.
It's pretty cold in the shade. In the sun, it's not bad.
Are you? Let me fix something. Mita, Kulo, Sisu. Sisu.
This is the federal offense. Grant was exactly the Secret Service on you.
Pops up.
Sorry about all the TTSs that were scammed. I did the best I could. I almost got killed because y'all. Even Tom turned on me. They're mad because they couldn't hear the turtle speak.
Jen McCabe is walking.
I tried to
up
explain
some
what
parking
CC
lot.
means
Go
to
tell
folks.
Turtle Boy.
Pretty hard to translate,
McCabe? Is McCabe here?
but I am good. Thank you.
Huh? That's what one of the chatters said, but they're trolls.
You know the case?
A little bit. McCabe is like one of the people,
Did your
right?
subscribers donate to get you out here?
Not really. I came here on my own accord hoping to get donates.
Oh, so you got donations.
Yeah.
So that you grifted to get here.
Oh, I'm grifting huge. Like,
Good job. Keep grifting. You might get
Yeah.
on this case, but you need to really know who's who.
yeah, I'm basically trying to ride the Turtle Boy clout and the Karen Reed clout.
Let's get too many people on.
It's pretty good translation there.
I'm trying to ride the wave.
I think it's more soulful though.
Playing copyright strike music.
It's
Grit.
It's not me.
I
It's the
like to use the
chatters.
word grit.
It's not. I'm not playing music.
It's your channel. You
True
know how to
grit.
control it.
I can't.
Be polite.
I can't control people.
You know, you're not going to talk to Turtle Boy if you're not polite.
Well, Turtle Boy knows me and he's already spoke to me. He knows me from social media. That's why he stood up for me to continue to just.
Everyone deserves to be heard.
Right.
Everybody, but when you're trying to get live streams taken down, that's not cool.
It's not That's not how it works.
It does work like that. I know.
Okay, it might work like that, but I wasn't playing the copyright music.
So your subscriber chatted that music?
They do it through not super chat. They do it through TTS. It's a text to speech software,
Try to be a little respectful.
and they also attach media. And I can't stop them because every time they do that, they're sending me money. So it's part of my grift.
I know, but you got to turn down the music though.
But if I do that, they're gonna charge the money back. I can't. It's called scamming the TTS. Like right now, I can't scam this right here.
Free Karen Reed. Enough is enough. Chalk Demon. Free Karen Reed. Enough is enough. Mayor Mayor.
Well, they don't care about
Free
him.
Karen Reed.
They just want to be heard
Enough is
themselves. They
enough.
don't care about
Chalk
Turtle Boy.
Demon. Free Karen Reed.
Yeah.
Enough.
Like
is
none of
enough.
these people care about
Chalk
him.
Demon. Mayor Mayor Chalk Demon.
The
Free
people that
Karen
are
Reed.
chatting, they're
Enough
doing
is
this.
enough.
They're
No.
trolling him. They're not.
Well, we get it, but
Yeah.
we're not here trolling.
Right. I'm just here so they control. I'm not.
No, you're trolling. Do you think Karen Reed's guilty?
No, I don't have any. I'm not here because I think she's guilty or I think she's innocent. Like I don't have any. Like I don't have any like dog in the hunt in a sense. You know what I mean?
Shut up, Karen. Shut up, Karen. Shut up, Karen. Shut up, Karen. Shut
Yes,
up,
straight up
Karen. Shut
grifting.
up, Karen. Shut up, Karen. Shut up, Karen. Shut up, Karen. Shut
It's
up.
not me. It's the chatters. It's not me.
Chatter?
It's the people in the chat.
I'm just going to say, I hope people know it.
It's not me.
Here you go.
Shut the fuck up, Brady. You owned his mom.
How much that was Sarah Burke?
I know Sarah.
That was her?
She's a white child.
I know she is. I met her ex-boyfriend.
She thinks.
They ran in the same social circles, of course.
You can't walk the sidewalk.
Yes, ma'am. Let me get out of here.
The cop will tell you.
No, I will definitely get out of the sidewalk.
I know, right? Giannetti will definitely be the same. Definitely. Back. Oh, thank you, Rob.
It's Bow's stream. And if anyone wants, this is Bow's TTOs.
I had a lot of time to think about that.
Family man, but he's also inside does that.
Tim, congratulations. I'm all right. I'm all right. It's better. I'm better than I was 5 days ago.
You look thin, man. You look like you lost some weight.
I did. I lost 8 pounds and shit. Good.
Yeah, you look slim.
Welcome back, Aiden. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Which to my house or to? I didn't get any cards. Oh, What's your channel, buddy?
Clash with Bow, sir.
What is it?
Clash with Bow.
Class.
Clash, like Clash of Clans.
Yeah. We're found.
Bow. It's I have a foreign name,
Okay.
so it's spelled funny. It's spelled B as in boy, A as in apple, and O as in Oscar.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm a loyal subscriber to Turtle Boy.
Yeah. Where you from?
I'm from Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, I flew in last night because I knew this was happening.
Yeah.
And I wanted to come here. I've been following
Is this the first time out here?
Yes, I don't live here.
Yeah.
This is really cold to me. I'm freezing.
This is nice for us.
That's what everybody here is saying. They're like, this is.
Yeah, I
nice.
learned a
I'm
little
like,
bit
no,
that
it's
my
not.
grandma taught
It's
me.
really bad out
I
here.
grew up in Belleville, actually. I live in Northwest Ohio now, but I grew up in Belleville, Michigan.
So is this where Karen's gonna come right here?
My dad grew up in the UP,
that
though.
way?
Give him a cigarette. Give him a cigarette.
Someone else should
These
probably
other
be
sides
here.
come up over there.
What?
They're in the back.
Oh, the opposing side. Someone said that. Are the McCabe's here too?
They'll come that way.
Tom's CPU actually, when I was talking to him, pointed you out and said that you was like kind of organized or like instrumental in a lot of this. I think. Fair enough.
Fuck taxes. Fuck off, don't you pay your taxes. Arrival. Member chick likes to riot, baby batter, in her diet, anarchy, she'll deliver. Just don't cross the Mystic River, fuck shit up. She don't care if you do it over there. Bitch,
Let's
you
go,
got
turtle
no
wraps.
persuasion, 'cause your ass is caught.
Turtle wraps.
Say to me, stick to civil rights, have another answer. Others can do what they want to do. That's their business. Other civil rights leaders, for various reasons,
It's not me. I keep trying to explain to you. It's the chatters. It's not me. I don't control any of it.
There's a volume.
Yeah, and when you turn the volume down, it's called scamming the TTS. I can't scam the TTSer. They're gonna be mad.
I said, okay.
This guy's got a live view.
We'll go up there if they don't let us.
That's the setup Freeman's on right there, without the dedicated cam, of course.
Didn't he have that live view?
Yeah, that's what that guy's rocking right there. He's
He
rock-
doesn't use that anymore, does he?
He still has it. It's just a lot of money to keep up with the live view expenses.
Yeah, those streams are so crispy now.
Oh yeah, you can bond like 3. I think you can bond up to like 4 signals. I wonder how many he's bonding. I don't think he cares. I think when the network TVs come out, they have like a tech guy that sets all that up for him. So they don't even know. They're just a camera guy.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I've asked him before, and they're like, oh, no, we don't know.
We want it. We want it.
Thank you for that, TTS.
Free Karen Reed. 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 Free Karen Reed.
I think that's the opposing side. Yeah, someone told me that's the opposing side. She's gonna come from this way.
Free Karen Reed. 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 Free Karen Reed.
Excuse me, my bad.
Free bad people. Free Karen Reed. 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 Get children.
Make a hole, make a hole, make a hole. Sorry, I didn't mean to touch you. I wasn't trying to touch you, I just knew you had your eyes occupied. I can't turn the speaker down.
Why don't you move it?
Huh?
Why don't you just move it?
Move what?
You.
I'm allowed to be here, right? And I'm allowed to be here, yeah?
Yeah, fine.
I mean, why should I have to move if someone didn't like something?
Move your speaker.
Move it to where?
I don't know, maybe away from that.
No, it has to be on me. That's the whole point.
Okay, I don't know.
Hey, tied, princess.
The news is here.
Are you still in danger?
Yeah, I think she's gonna be coming from this way, yeah.
You wanna go down here?
I think that's where Karen's coming through.
Comes in this way, isn't it?
I think that's why these people are staged here.
Yeah.
Are you gonna need another ride when this is done? What time are you going?
I'm going straight to Logan. So I'll probably head out here like 3 or 4. And then
You don't want, I can give you a ride.
no, I'm good. I got transportation set up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I can give you money. You got your PayPal card?
I do.
Alright, I can give you money. I don't have cash.
Sweet.
I can send you money.
Hell yeah.
I want to get a picture with you.
I don't think she's gonna stop at all.
No, I don't think so.
I think they're gonna walk through really fast. From everything I've seen, her and her crew just walks through really fast.
Yeah, like a movie star.
Yeah. She is kind of like a movie star in a sense.
Well, when they do the Netflix movie, she will be a movie star.
Yeah.
They search for that. I don't know which way it is. Send me out. I was going to send you PayPal, but sign me out.
Why'd you guys send those TTSs? They went mad. Hey.
Man, where you at?
What was that?
Where you at? You live or something?
Yes.
Where you from?
Texas.
Texas? Where you got a channel?
Yes.
What's it called?
Clash with Bow.
Yeah?
Clash with Bow.
What are you doing out here?
I'm grifting the Turtle Boy and Karen Reed social media clout, I guess.
Yeah. What do you stand on? What do you agree with?
I have no dog in the hunt.
Yeah.
I followed Turtle Boy back from like, you remember when Kate Peters was working with him?
Oh, yes.
And now he's covering this. His following has gotten bigger because of this, I think, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So I'm just trying to ride off Turtle Boy's clout, man. He's like a huge star, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Whereabouts you at in Texas?
Dallas Fort Worth area.
Oh,
yeah. That's. I'm flying back there this evening.
Okay,
Yeah, I came here for this. To see Turtle Boy, I got a picture with him.
Okay.
Yeah. So. I'm gonna get to see Karen come.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'll probably be out of here.
Good group of people, though. So pretty good.
Well, yeah. I mean, they haven't beat me up yet. I have a speaker that turns on, and it was playing stuff, and I was trying to tell everyone I can't control it. It's the chatters that does this. They control what the speaker says, and I couldn't stop it, but everyone was mad at me. But Turtle Boy stood up for me, so he was like, "Hey, man, he's got the right to be here, just like all of us, right?" So it was good that Turtle Boy calmed everybody down and stood up for me.
Good. What's your name?
Bow. Bow. B is in boy.
Nice to meet you.
A is in apple and O is in Oscar.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure. Thank you for coming up.
You got a card or anything for your channel or no?
No, when people ask, I just say it's Clash with Bow. You can search for it right now. It's on. I'm live on YouTube right now.
Oh yeah. What is it now? Say it again.
Clash.
Clash.
CLA with Bow. BAO. There it is. It's the first one right there. Yeah, you can see it's live right now. I'm here. I'm talking to you right now, of course.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right. Good to meet you, man.
Heck yeah, thank you for asking about the channel.
Yeah, absolutely. Hope we get some more good footage today.
Heck yeah. I'm really here for, like I said, the speaker to go off, because every time it goes off, I get money.
Okay.
And that's why I can't turn it off.
Yeah.
But nobody understands that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have
Is that
to.
like a monetization type of thing through YouTube? Or?
No, it's not through YouTube. It's through a software called Streamlabs. And it doesn't take as high as a percentage. YouTube will hold your money for a month.
Yeah.
And they take anywhere from 35 to 30%, I believe.
Yeah.
This money.
Yeah, that's what I understand. Yeah.
This money I get right away. So I don't have to wait for it.
Nikki.
Yeah.
That's all right. Good for you.
Thank you. I appreciate
All
you.
right, man. Enjoy.
Thank
I'm
you.
working too, so some other streams I want to play, but as long as Bow's live, I'm gonna
It's
stay
quiet
on.
down a little bit, yeah.
Plus, it looks like he almost got attacked.
The sun is shifting.
Just turn it to full screen
I was gonna do a space
there. Each to each.
Little space badger.
Somebody told on me already.
That would be fun.
Regular PayPal,
That would be fun.
Bow don't care. I'm actually dropping his Streamlab links.
Those Karens hated the speaker.
oh my god, you guys are really good.
Jesus Christ. They hate the speaker.
You gonna clip that?
No, I'm not going to clip anything here.
No?
Yeah. That one guy was like, stop screaming. Yeah. That was a good smart opportunity, yeah. At least Aiden stood up for me.
Yes. He's like, oh yeah, I don't play as a bad.
That's the only thing that saved me from other. If it wasn't for Aiden, I would have been killed.
No, so I was trying to say your name because I know he's funny.
No, I think he's aware of the channel.
He's made fun of you a couple of times.
Yeah, he has his opinions, yeah.
Well, I wasn't going to say to him that he had a story about me, but I would be super embarrassed. So I said I'm the one that weirds
I'm just now getting better. I was sick for like over a week. I couldn't even talk hardly last week.
Is that a court scally? What do you think? Internet scallies?
Danger! Get on the floor! The feeling right here! Sing it!
Is that Brooks Kepler? There's been a bunch of scam TTSs, yeah? Who is that guy with the glasses? He's like flipping everyone off. Grant? That's who Grant is. I've been hearing the name. I didn't know who that was. Now I have a face for the name. That's like the Twitter troll, I guess. Yes, that's Grant.
Kind of repulsive, isn't it?
I'm guessing that was like one of the opposing party.
Yeah, one of the ladies, I think her name is Nicole. She's the one that was at the
Question mark.
the track field and the bleachers, and Ada went and intimidated her on the bleachers allegedly.
Ah. The guy that's flipping everyone off is allegedly Grant. That's the Twitter troll.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he's been flipping people off. It's been good. He's got the red glasses. Yeah, he's a good troll.
Learning so many people's names.
Yeah, I don't know who any of these people are.
I only recognized him from the bleachers when he went and he intimidated her.
Oh, yeah, they do hate me. She had her balloon. She had her balloon at one point in front of the camera, and I couldn't see it. The balloon. Yeah, I hated it. It was so bad. It was so bad. I can't turn the speaker down.
She hates you.
She does. She said the support can't read though, so it's all good.
Damn, what the hell? Can we get an air horn on the car? Oh, there's a truck. Tick boom. What the hell's that mean?
Thank you so much.
Is that Karen Reed right there?
Yeah.
I know, let's take the Tom, yeah. That's what
Hey Tim, how are you? Hi Nathan. He doesn't miss anything, does he?
Buddy Bow is the people's guy.
Thank you.
Why does it always have to take Eli?
Thanks for snapping me. I didn't look yet.
Okay,
Be safe going back.
I'm putting a tattoo on my shirt. I'm putting a tattoo on my shirt.
No, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm trying to be okay. Yeah, that's the people's guy. I want an agent. The mother people's guy. I don't bother nobody. Yeah, that's the people's guy. So you don't bother me. The mother people's guy. I'm trying to be okay. Yeah, that's the people's guy. I want an agent. The mother people's.
Thank you for that, TTS. I appreciate you, no mercy. Anyone got scammed, I'm sorry. If y'all got scammed on a TTS, I'm sorry. You can just charge it back. I can't do anything about it. I'm on mobile. I've tried to replay as many as I could, but I can't do anything about the scams.
So those live view things, you can rent those.
That guy wanted to kill me. He was like, no speaker. I was like, I can't turn that speaker off. He didn't like my speaker.
Angel, I tried to get it to her, but wouldn't let me, so I stuck it in Tom's flowers. And I said, Tom, give this to them. But I'm like, give this to her.
Oh, wow.
Flowers. And I don't know if it fell out or if she got it. You know, and hopefully it fell in with the flowers. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Did I hear you drove up out of state?
I flew in.
From where?
Dallas, Fort Worth.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
sorry to hear about it there.
Oh, everywhere. I've actually been following Aiden for a while, way before,
okay.
like back in 2017, I was following Aiden.
Yeah.
Back when he was still working with Kate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then they had to break up. And then,
Way out there in Texas? I'm just...
yeah, Turtle Boy is like he's known everywhere. Like his viewers aren't just Boston. Like he's a, like,
out there?
yeah. I mean, when you,
I remember with the Sarah Burke thing, because she's from Dedham and I'm from Dedham. So when that happened with Sarah, I was very much aware of what was going down because I know who she is. She's younger than me, so she doesn't know me. But that's how long I've sort of bet on it a little.
Yeah.
But now I'm just like. But so are you work for a TV station?
no, I'm independent. I work for the speaker.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, the speaker, the chatters will say stuff in the speaker.
Yeah.
Sometimes it put me in a bad position. Sometimes it's okay.
Oh, bad to hear.
Well, yeah, you know, some people, they don't like stuff being said, right?
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's their troll in a sense. They're trolling me, but the other people as well, and that's how people get entertainment.
Okay.
My job is to not turn the speaker off. And, you know, no matter what.
Yeah.
If I turn it off, they're going to charge it back. They're going to say I scammed them, right?
You're not getting paid?
Well, I am. When they make the speaker speak, they're paying me to make the speaker speak. What? The speaker? No. I'm working for myself. The speaker is just that's just the brand of the, yeah, that's just the brand. I'm not working for JBL.
I'm just curious, how do you get paid?
Well, when they send this, like when they send the message, they send an amount,
Yeah.
And then the message automatically plays that way. You know how like Turtle Boy will read it out himself?
Yeah.
Donation.
Yeah, I don't read it out. The software does it for me.
Oh, so you have like your own little.
Yes.
Oh, I get it.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes.
Why do you play music when you're doing that?
It's not me. It's the audience. It's
Oh, are you familiar with this station?
Huh?
Are you familiar with him?
No, I'm not.
Oh, yeah. No, we were just.
He plays music so he can knock people off the street.
No, it's not me playing them. It's the people that are chatting.
Chatting in the background?
Yeah. No, the chatters, the people that are watching. There's a link on the stream they can click, and it sends them to another page, and they can make the speaker say whatever they want.
Oh,
Yeah.
like here.
They can. They
I don't know. I've never seen.
you can do it right now yourself. You can go on the stream, click on it, and send a message. You can send whatever you want and
Like
send
I
whatever.
could say something.
Oh yeah. You can say something mean to me, to anyone in front of me.
I
Yeah.
do have one question.
Yes.
The woman that was with you, when she left, she said, "I'll see you later. I fear for your safety." Why?
Okay. This is what happens. So she's a chatter, right?
Yeah.
And you know how like people that in the chat they'll get clingy to the people that's doing the streaming or whatever.
Yeah.
So she lives in the area, so she shows up.
You're a troll, man.
Oh, for sure, shit. I'm one of the biggest pro there is.
What is that?
I mean,
He's basically playing music in the background.
it's not me though. It's not me.
Yeah, but I know you're doing it, so.
It's not me. Yes, but if I do it, it's called scamming the TTS. They're gonna charge it back. They're gonna charge the amount back.
I'm sorry that you'll get
What?
I don't get it.
If you play music in the background, they automatically will knock you off your stream.
It's not me.
Why does he want to knock himself off the
He
street?
wants to knock you off your stream. I'll maybe explain it to
Shut
you over
up.
there.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Still, why would I want to watch him if he's going to knock
First appearance of day.
That's not me. The people chatting.
That's what he does. He plays music in the background,
It's-
so he
it's not
knocks
me.
people off their stream.
It's not me.
That's what you're
He's
doing.
saying people are intercepting.
No, it's the people watching. They can like this person, the person that just said that. That's the chatter's name,
Baby Otto.
and then that's what they said, and then
Shut
that's the
up.
song they attach, and how long it plays depends on the amount. The reason they only
How
play
do
for a
you-
few.
Can't you block that so people are watching your
I-
show?
Turn
well,
down the volume, man.
But if I do, I'm scamming their money. He just sent me $5 to make that happen.
Oh.
If I turn it off, he's gonna be like, "Why did he turn me off?" He's gonna be mad.
Why are you standing here? What's the point?
To get TTSs. What's happening right now?
Great job today, Bow.
Every time that goes off, I get money.
Badger,
I don't believe you, man. I think you're trolling people.
Badger
I
Studios.
mean, I can't change your mind. You ask me a question, all I can do is answer you.
If you have a stream, they'll throw you off because it's copyrighted music.
I'm live right now. This is going on during the stream.
Yeah, it's copyrighted music, so it'll
Yeah, I don't care about copyrights. I'm not monetized through YouTube. I'm monetized through the people sending me the messages. You don't have to be on it. I'm not. This is gonna get privatized. I'm only here for the speaker to go off, get my little stupid money, and then go about my ways.
Why are you standing here? Why not just stand down the street?
Because this is how you get the TTS to go off. They want interaction with people. They don't want me to just be by myself. They're just gonna call me nasty names, and I'll get bored of it.
Oh, I get it. So that kid guy sent you iBox and he played his little ditty.
Yep.
And if
Someone
you
just did it. Now
block
look. I'll show you. See.
You stupid meth mouth, it is not the chat doing IT. We the people decide what gets played. You are too stupid to understand.
Are they talking to me?
They're talking to anyone that would listen to them. Anyone that would listen to them.
Okay.
No, for sure. I'm. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
No, for sure.
I don't know either. I mean, if you're a troll, I'm not a troll, it's just a bad crowd.
No, I'm not a bad person in a sense. I'm just a troll.
I think you gotta go. You're not welcome here anymore. I didn't find you.
Well, Turtle Boy said I could stay. Yeah, he did. Turtle Boy said I could stay. Did Turtle Boy say I could stay? Yeah, Turtle Boy said I could stay. And he said any supporter of him should let me stay.
Well, you can stay no matter what.
But it's better that Turtle Boy approves it, right? This is a Turtle Boy sanctioned activity I'm doing.
You just seem kind of suspicious, man.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. I can't change your mind. You know, you have your mind made up. You know, I'm not here to change it. I'm here to get TTSs.
What is? Explain to me what is TTS.
I just did. When the speaker goes off, it's called a TTS. It's called text to speech. If you go on my stream right now and watch it, there's going to be a link you can click on.
Do you have to pay you money to do that?
Yes, that's why I can't turn the speaker off.
What's the speaker do with anything?
Because they sent money for the speaker to turn on.
They play music?
Yes, whatever they want to play. It could be music, anything they want.
Why are they paying you music? Why are they playing?
Because they're trolls.
Stupid.
Exactly. It is stupid. I agree.
Why are they paying you music? And why are you standing right here?
You're gonna have to ask them. I don't know why people do what they do.
Seems a little bit weird.
Well, I mean, like I said, you have your mind made up. I'm not here to change it.
Nothing to do with Karen Reed, man.
Please.
Yeah, I mean,
So what does this guy have to do with Karen Reed?
I have nothing to do with Karen Reed. I don't even know who she is. I know of her. Yes.
There's nothing going on.
But Turtle Boy, I follow Turtle Boy.
Oh,
I follow him since 2017.
Text-to-speech.
Yes.
A text-
Tom is right. Tom knows. It's not me. I'm not controlling this.
Okay.
But you can stand anywhere and do that, right?
Right.
So text-to-speech. A technology, I didn't know that. Allows
Yes.
you to text the output of speech. Well, okay, good luck.
Yeah, thank you. No, I don't care how he feels, nor am I here to please him. I'm here, Bao. My name is Bao.
Can you spell it?
B is in boy,
Yeah.
A is in apple, and O is in Oscar.
B-A-L.
Yeah,
Okay.
my last name is on the jacket. Yeah, this was issued.
From the army?
Yes.
Okay. I see.
I didn't buy this from a thrift shop.
Okay, oh my God. Tell me. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Good, thank you.
The other one said she was worried for your safety, so they're like...
No, it's
You're
fine.
too
It's,
stupid to understand. Boomer. He explained it over and over. Just fuck off already. You're only making Bao more money.
my battery's at 21%. My battery's at 21%. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Back off, toothless wonder. You are nothing but a male Karen. Stop patient hate. Back off, toothless wonder. You are nothing but a male Karen. Stop patient hate. Back off, toothless wonder. You are nothing but a male Karen.
They're
Stop
talking to you.
patient hate.
They're talking to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they said, back off, toothless wonder. You are nothing but a male Karen. Stop Asian hate. Back off, toothless wonder.
Asian, I don't hate you, man.
You are nothing but a male Karen.
I don't
Stop
hate you, man.
Asian. That's what they're saying. They're trolling me.
They're trolling you.
Yeah, well, they're trolling
I don't hate
all
you,
of
man.
us. They're trolling all of us.
I don't hate you, man.
Yeah.
Why do you have trolls in your shop?
It's the internet. They just, you know, it's
They pay you $5 to play music.
sometimes 10, sometimes it just depends on the amount. The rate is charged at.
Why don't you just shut that thing off, man?
I'm going to. My battery's about to die. I'm gonna shut it off and just go home.
Yeah. So you live around here?
No, I'm flying out tonight.
Texas?
Yeah, I'm flying out tonight. So my flight leaves at 8, so I gotta with
That
TSA.
lady said that you play copyrighted music, so the stream gets knocked out.
I can't control what's played. That's the thing. Sometimes it is copyrighted, sometimes it's not. But I can't control what plays it. Like here, I'll show you right here.
Let me see the Toothless Wonder thing. I like that.
Do you hear? I'll play it again. Look.
Back off, Toothless Wonder.
Well, I tried to play it. Hold on. Sometimes it glitches, and I have to do that. Right. I mean, you know, people are people. You know, like we don't say things, right?
Hey, this guy's cool, man.
Toothless wonder. You are nothing but a male Karen. Stop patient hate. Back off, toothless wonder. You are nothing
That's what
but
they
a
do,
male
man. That's what they
Karen.
do.
Stop patient hate.
I can't
Back
stop
off,
them.
toothless wonder.
I can't stop
You are nothing but a male Karen.
I can't
Stop
stop.
I sent that, by the way.
Why do you have to put it on the speaker, though?
That's how I make my money.
Speaker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I make my money. Sadly, right? It's a sad thing, but it is what
do
it
you do
is.
in Texas, right?
Same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Walk around, try to interact with people. It's just this is kind of a
Were you
big.
from the Philippines originally?
No, I'm from China
China?
originally.
Hong Kong or
No. Mainland China. None of that Hong Kong stuff. Those aren't really Chinese, I don't think. They're like,
They don't speak Mandarin, right?
it's a different dialect.
Totally different language.
Yeah, I don't speak too much because I wasn't born here, but got here young enough to where I basically forgot what I was taught.
Left mouth, you're a toon. Why don't you shut your mouth, butterfly bad? Clash with Barry's the goat.
They like you, man. They think you're awesome.
This guy's cool, man.
Yeah.
Keep sending him $5.
Yep. I mean, you're basically the content right now. You are it.
Free Karen Reed. Free Karen Reed.
Hell yeah. I'm glad I was able to explain that to you.
All right, man.
And look less suspicious.
Okay, cool, man.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Good guy.
This jacket is kind of cool. I actually have the exact same field jacket Bao has. It's in my garage right now. Same Woodlands camo. But you're talking about the Karen, the male Karen.
Oh, the signs just fell over. Hello? Oh, the signs just fell. Are those signs of the people that went inside?
Oh yeah, yeah. His riding
Are those signs of the people that went inside?
I had one similar to it, but the cats fucked it up.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
Yeah, I know.
Hey there, buddy. I'm doing well. Those are nice boots you have there. Those are shiny boots.
I can't get into a jazz. I keep trying to put my freaking thing in it.
His battery's dying. Let me pull up something we're gonna watch afterwards. Actually, I think quartering is gonna be decent today. It's already started. It started an hour ago. But we'll play it on the 1.25.
My stream is gonna die. I have to end it here. Only have 8% left. I appreciate all the TTSs. I bid you guys all farewell. Thank you for almost not killing me. Oh, Aiden's still looking. Aiden's coming down for another speech, I think.
Let's stick with him.
I guess I might have to keep it going. I have to put this one on the charger either way. I'll be right back. Never mind, I'll keep it going.
Showed up today. She has never been to one of these hearings ever. She did not come to any of the hearings while I was incarcerated. She showed up today with Paul O'Keefe and Jennifer McCabe. And I've been evicted as a result of that. She claims to be in fear of me. She's never come to one of these before. But I will honor the court order that is clearly being weaponized here in order to prevent.
My phone will die anytime now.
And so it is what it is. That's what you get.
Alright, let me know if Bob comes back on. He's gonna once he dies. If he switches phones or something.
She walked into the court with the restraining order in her hand. I was evicted from the courtroom as a result of that. So, and here we go. Jennifer McCabe and Lindsay Catani waiting in court together. They've
I have to come right back.
She has never come to any of these hearings so far. I've met her when she sent me a message on Facebook. She is once in support of Care Reed until she's been mad at me anymore and not really that.
I have to come back.
And he go. Alright.
Good day, everybody. Happy Monday. Montag to the Krauts. Hope you are doing well. Hope you had a restful or productive weekend. I find weekends that are productive while not as restorative on, like, you know, my mind or my body are much better on my mind. You know, like getting stuff done definitely feels good. Like there's something to that. You know, I talk about that from like an anxiety and stress standpoint. You know, for me, it's just.
We'll go back to Bao if he comes back
it's not
live
even
again.
close. Like at the time, it's like, ugh, I just wanted to relax today, but ultimately, I end up pretty happy. You know, Monday, when you know Sunday night when I finally do kind of get ready to relax, I got so much done that it feels good. You know, lots to talk about from this weekend. Shane Gillis on Saturday Night Live. I thought, you know, perhaps I'll give my honest feedback on his performance. I thought it was good, not great. I think that could have been better. I think that most of the time the sketches on SNL are hit or miss. Now, I haven't watched SNL in 10 years, but I can kind of tell by the ratings and by the clips I see on Twitter that most of them are bad. I thought Shane's best bit got cut. His best bit was the Limu Emu, like the dark emu bit, which SNL did not air. But they
Yeah, it
put
was on
Twitter, which was, I guess, thing. His monologue, he was very clearly nervous. I didn't watch it live. I just watched whatever clips were associated with Shane Gillis on YouTube or Rumble and Twitter, just to see how his sketches were. Some of them were okay. Some of them were.
The gambling one was
not
fucking
that great.
hilarious.
There was one where he's like they're in Jamaica and he's like in a Jamaican church. Was not funny at all. One where he's like on a game show, but he doesn't know what black people look like or something. It was really not funny at all. Either one of them could have been replaced with the Limu Emu one, which was actually funny. What'd you all get up to this weekend? By the way, shout out to, we are streaming on, right now for the first half of the show, we are on X, my Facebook page, and Instagram, maybe? I don't know if the Instagram Live worked or not. If you're watching on Instagram, leave a comment. I see that it's working on Twitter and on the Facebook page, for sure. But I don't know if it's working on Instagram. But obviously the reasoning for that is to try and, you know, build the show. I'll probably also, I don't know which page I'm going to use, but I will probably also do something with YouTube for just the first part of the show. Just to, you know, see if people are out there. I see a few people watching on Facebook. Is it Super Tuesday this week?
No.
Switzerland Play IT says, ahoy all, she got told in her face that I have a crush on her, but she still doubts. Is there more to that story that I have not followed? I caught up on sleep last week and it was awesome. Yeah. I mean, Sundays I usually do that. Like, Sundays I usually catch up on that I'm going to use. Sundays are usually when I go to sleep super early. I watched
good poker game, huh?
Last night I watched the Holdovers. I thought it was very good. I see Victor over on Facebook. Shout out. I'm sorry, Meta. I don't know. It's Facebook still to me. Super Tuesday's next week. Okay. Is Locals not working again? Nope, Locals is working. Shout out to Raven Black Dove, Brian.
Well, only if
I see in there. Jammer's in there. Mickey Knox going.
It's got to be set up as far as the game goes. That they allow it. Did they? If they allowed it, it doesn't go. Anything with rebuys does not go toward the total points for the league.
Let's start with some very interesting comments that I thought were kind of sad. Well, first, let's just go in order. Over the weekend, Shane Gillis hosted Saturday Night Live. I don't know what the ratings were. I don't know if that's something they release every week. I assume it was on the high side. You know, not Chappelle-like numbers, but Shane Gillis is very popular with a pretty, strong set of people. And some of the bits were funny. This HR bit was actually pretty funny, where he's, asking about if he could, how many times he could ask a woman out before it was harassment at work. That was funny. To be honest with you, even though the Trump shoes bit was making fun of Trump, it was hilarious. The Trump shoes thing was pretty funny. Especially because at the very end of the clip, they actually criticized Biden, which is rare for Saturday Night Live. So essentially, Trump shoes give you the superpower of not actually being good at something, but being convinced that you are, and convincing others that you are. And then the Biden shoes just made this guy get old and fall over immediately. It was pretty funny. But the media, the floor was not funny. That skit was not funny. That's some weird game show on Fox. I don't know. I don't watch Saturday night. I was hanging out with friends. I wasn't watching Saturday Night Live. Actually, I was probably home by this time. They touched on his Trump impression a little bit during the Trump sneakers bit, which was pretty funny. But all the articles call it you see, host Shane Gillis delivers mixed bag of results and cringe in Saturday Night Live return. I don't think it was cringe. There were people, this person who was apparently at the event said that, the crowd didn't really know what to do, if they could laugh at certain jokes. Shane Gillis gets his predictably dire SNL debut. One thing I'll say is during his monologue, you could see he's very nervous. But every single major media outlet was overselling it as a complete disaster. By the way, I saw the cold open, which is I thought had the host in it, but I guess not. That was not funny at all. And then this says Shane Gillis bombs on SNL with Down syndrome and gay jokes. Again, I don't think, his monologue did not go great, but I wouldn't say that it was terrible. Shane Gillis opens with several jokes about Downs. Even the New York Post was like, "Oh my god, I'm so offended by this. I'm offended by this, and therefore you should also be offended by this." Is essentially what, SNL, which is what the media was saying. Most people in the comments, headline, comedian makes jokes. Okay, and I'm sure his niece loved it. You'll need to learn and laugh more and realize that not everything comes from a place of hate. Are we not allowed to laugh anymore? He humanized them, the power of humor. Don't let jokes get you down. That's an underrated comment. They should fire this guy. Pat, I've spent a few days in Florida and then drove from Fort Lauderdale to Boston. That's a long drive. Welcome back, Pat. Shane is he's very popular in a certain subset, like the Rogan sphere. I'm not one that really, it's been a long time since I cared about comedy, stand-up comedy, to be honest. it's kind of made a sort of comeback, but like even a guy like Shane Gillis, I can't be bothered to watch his special or this or that. I'm fine just seeing clips here or there on the internet. The one gripe that I had as somebody who has consumed a decent amount of Shane Gillis is that he just retold all the jokes in his monologue that we've all heard before. But that's actually the advice that Louis C.K. told him. Louis C.K. said, take your most popular jokes from all your specials and tell them on Saturday Night Live, because none of those people have probably seen your specials. So that's probably true, you know? Because he told the same Down syndrome joke that we've all heard a million times before. But, you know, the Saturday Night Live crowd, people probably didn't hear that, you know? Joking about Downs, really, SNL? Never have this horrible person on again. I mean... Okay.
He's talking about his family.
Shane Gillis bombing on SNL is the funniest thing he could have done. This is incredible. Shane Gillis was uncomfortable, but those jokes are still on point and funny. Kind of funny that SNL fired Shane Gillis for doing offensive accents on his podcast, and in the very first sketch, he does an offensive accent. I mean, yeah, the Limu Emu one is really funny. That one is really funny. It's basically like a kind of a ripoff of Training Day, kind of.
I gotta find it. Shane Gillis, Limu Emu.
Shane Gillis hosts SNL, not with a bang, but a meh. This sketch was dumb, not funny at all. But like I would say, like 4 out of the 7 that I saw were pretty funny. Collider. Shane Gillis makes these SNL sketches funny, but just barely. Not a single media outlet said anything positive about him. None. Shane Gillis struggles in Saturday Night Live monologue, which avoids the obvious. What is the obvious? Did these people wanted him to go up there and like apologize or something? I don't really know what exactly, what they wanted him to do.
All right, we're gonna pause it. We're gonna play the Limu Emu sketch. Oops. There we go.
I haven't watched Saturday Night Live in, I don't know, 20 years since Norm was on. Probably that was like the last time I would probably say that I actually watched the show.
Yep.
But these people don't like Shane Gillis anyway. So you see this, like, unfortunately, I spent time listening to some of his podcast material before the SNL episode. So I felt more cynical watching him joke about how his sister adopted 3 black children and married an Egyptian man. So visiting their houses is like the craziest Uber pool you've ever been in, or seeing him reference how he and his family established a coffee shop in their hometown where people with Down syndrome can work. Or the fact that he got his biggest laugh where he imagined his niece with Down syndrome being insulted by a white kid at his school, and then a group of 3 black kids come flying out of nowhere and start wailing on that cracker. Why exactly would they do that? And why does race matter here? What do you mean? They'd be defending their sister, you idiot. Like, it's like NPR purposely ignored... The point of the joke was that they ignored the part where they said that he couldn't... These kids wouldn't let her play because, you know, because of her mental condition. And then her brothers defended her. That was the joke, and they purposely cut out the first part of that joke. You know, they all love the Trump sneakers sketch, but what's funny about the Trump sneakers sketch is that all it does is prove that these sneakers really got to him. Like, really, really bugged him. Like, you know, making the Air Force Ones in no time. The handshake pull, Air Bidens. Like, everybody loved. This is the funniest SNL's been in a while. Shane is so good. Makes you believe you won. So perfect. Shane's Trump is so much better than the other Trump, which is probably what they were really hoping for. And at the very end, they give you some Biden sneakers.
I think we've got a wonderful... White men can Trump.
Yeah. Air Bidens. Pass me the rock. Here we go. Uh-oh.
I mean, like, at least, like,
Jody.
2 minutes and 48 seconds of the 2 minutes and 51 seconds of the skit was making fun of Trump. But at least they snuck in that 3-second Biden joke at the end. Right, Carbonated Bear says, breaking news, people who hate Shane Gillis hated his jokes on SNL. That about sums it up. Shane's shtick was drinking Bud Light before they gave Dylan any money. Yeah, no kidding. He's always been a Bud Light guy. I assume you're arguing with somebody else in chat. Just anybody who actually watched Shane Gillis' SNL monologue and enjoys comedy knows he did not bomb and it was not cringe. I would actually argue that I'm not going to sit here and play the 8-minute monologue, but if you watch it, it wasn't that great. It really wasn't. And he was very clearly nervous. And he was, you know, I'm not going to pretend that, you know, he just absolutely killed it up there. He didn't. He told a couple of his good standby jokes. He was very nervous, pacing around. You know, he did okay. He did not get like, you know, he didn't get like crazy. Rather, shout out to everybody in the, looks like the Facebook chat popping off over there. My uncle's over there. I see that. That's interesting. We'll see.
It's Bowles in Boston or Massachusetts today. That's funny.
Now here's a very interesting
Is he back
story
up yet?
from this past week that I want to talk about because it is really hilarious.
Yeah, he is.
And of course it portrays two different multimillionaire streamers. You know, two multimillionaire streamers complaining about being, I don't know, tired. Having apparently their soul destroyed.
Oh, he restored it. He just
sitting
swapped
on their
batteries?
computer and making millions of dollars. Over the weekend, we were all treated to some profoundly out of touch, profoundly please for the love of all that you believe and read the room comments from multi-millionaire streamers about essentially how their job was difficult. It was hilarious. Now, I'm not going to pretend that there isn't a grind surrounding streaming or even what I do, which is a combination of streaming every day at 1 o'clock Eastern on rumble.com/C as in Charlie/the quartering. You know, it's not all super easy, but there's an element to reading the room that these multi-millionaire streamers just failed to do. Most of these streamers, like, for example, Asmongold, whom I do like, but he weighed in on it also with a weird take. Hassan, they make all of their money off people that are living paycheck to paycheck. Hassan Piker, who is a millionaire communist streamer who was born into extreme wealth and took a private jet to Coachella, referred to his job as more soul-sucking than any job on the planet, essentially. Again, I want to remind you, this is Hassan Piker taking a private jet to Coachella because he is a principled anti-capitalist. The whole hullabaloo got kicked off with this clip. This clip of Hassan Piker and everyone else kind of weighing in on it. And again, I'm not going to pretend that there isn't a grind to this, but nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear about the grind of streaming when you make YouTube videos, or when you're a streamer who has servants, who lives in a multi-million-dollar mansion in the Beverly Hills, drives a $200,000 car. Nobody wants to hear about how hard your job is. Do you think anyone wants to hear from a CEO about how hard their job is, even though their pay package is $40 million? No. This is what Hassan says.
Yes, a real job can be gruesome. A real job can make you very tired. But a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. You know what I mean?
What? What? Ask that to somebody who, you know, does work placement, works as a social worker. Ask anybody who does social work, or if they work in child protective services, like the non-profit people that work there.
Dude.
Or ask anybody who might work as a medic or an EMT or a sales job. Or, I don't know, I could literally do this all day. The idea that sitting in your computer, leaning back in your chair for 8 hours a day whenever you feel like it, is more difficult than literally any job is absurd. Are there days where I'm tired or the grind gets to me? Of course, okay? And then I look out my back window and I see the fruits of my labor and I slap myself in the face and say, quit whining about it. This guy's dad is a multi-millionaire. Hassan Piker is a multi-millionaire. And he's going on the internet whining about having to work.
Quartering's a piece of shit. No,
Seamus writes, Hassan has a fake job.
I
and he's
agree
still
with
bad at it.
30% of what he
You
says.
see this too. Mahler writes, a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. It's such a self-report. No
And the
matter
other
how
70%,
difficult
I
YouTube
agree
gets to
how
maintain
he's
as a
saying
job,
it. I
be it
disagree
streaming
how
or
he's
video
saying
editing.
it, but-
I'll never forget my job and the hellscape that was the toy
entertainment.
store and how it harvested
He's
souls
wrong
by
a lot.
design. Critical Drinker
Sounds
saying,
wrong
considering Hassan has never actually
most of
worked
the
a real
time.
job in his entire life, I'm not surprised he finds it hard to compare them. He has not worked a real job. Even XQC, right? XQC reacts to Hassan saying a real job isn't soul-sucking like streaming.
Yes, a real job can be gruesome. A real job can make you very tired. But a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. You know what I mean?
Oh, try a sales job. Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Yo. How about I match his salary for a month and he gets a sales job? Oof.
Yeah, go try selling cars. Go be a pediatric nurse. And like, again, I like Asmongold. Okay, I do. I like Asmon. And his take was essentially a 17-minute video saying that streaming is socially draining. And in a rare, it is extremely rare that Asmongold has this many dislikes. But, it's 1.7 thousand dislikes, 1.8 thousand. I mean, again, I'm not going to pretend that, like I said, Asmon is a multimillionaire, even though he tries to conceal that. He doesn't. He openly does say he's a multimillionaire, but he doesn't spend money on literally anything. People don't want to hear complaints from millionaires about how hard sitting in front of a computer is. Yes, again, I'm not saying that it could. I'm not saying. And again, I like Asmongold. It's just a weird take. It's like it's a little bit of not reading the room, and a lot of these people who are online are not great. They've never been in the real world. I don't know if Asmongold has had a real job or not, but I know Hassan hasn't. I think that they probably don't interact with people who are not streamers. Like, imagine me going to Dart League, okay? This is why, like, I don't even tell people what I do for a living. Like, if I went to Dart League and some dude is, like, talking about how he's sore because he had to work 14 hours that day doing excavating or plumbing or cabinetry or HVAC or whatever. He had a brutal day at work. Imagine me being like, oh, man, yeah. Yeah, brother, man. I streamed for 8 hours today, too. And he says, what's that? And I say, oh, I just sit on my computer and watch other people's videos, and then sometimes I play video games. Can you imagine? That's why I purposely, like, I don't hang out with internet people. I hang out with regular people. I make sure, I make sure that I interact with regular people to stay grounded. Like, that's an important thing to me. These people have been like, you see this, Hassan, if terminally online people and Redditors didn't exist. Like, everyone's just dunking on him. And then his weird, like, Hassan is 100% correct. I've worked so many different jobs. And streaming annihilates your social battery. Nobody who's ever struggled in their life refers to having a social battery. Nobody. Nobody with any real difficulty in their life would complain about their social battery life. One of the few negatives of an otherwise fantastic job. I don't even see how this is controversial. What? You don't see how it's controversial? Are you out of your mind? Salty Cracker, social battery, another dumb term for weak wusses to cry about. If you can stream for a living, thank everyone in your audience and STFU, which is 100% correct. That's what I mean. Like, like, you get that, like, nobody wants to hear streamers complain. Nobody. By the way, streamers that go to music festivals, most people could never even afford to go to and take private jets to do it. Right? If you're one of, like, the 14-year-old neats that watch this guy, I don't understand. Mudahar writing, seeing the origin of the discourse still has me disagreeing. I don't doubt the, quote, social battery draining, but in most jobs, you don't have the luxury of turning off a stream or blocking out people. YouTube isn't my job. 6 days a week, I'm up early from sunrise to sunset. I'm mostly in meetings and overseeing operations for my company. I wish my job could be turned off sometimes, or I could skip a meeting with sometime irrational clients. I don't know. Maybe I'm old school, but streaming / YouTube will always appear to be a privileged job compared to the soulless 9 to 5. It's not that you're old school. Here's Hassan traveling with a piece of luggage that probably costs more than most of us make a month or a year. These guys are full of it. Community reacts as Forsen, also another very popular rich streamer, agrees with Hassan's controversial opinion on jobs. Why are you guys complaining about Monday? This ain't so hard. Just do this. Work at a supermarket like in the game for 8 hours. Easy. I bet you even have breaks. Now, I'm not saying, again, that there aren't negatives to, being online. The idea of, draining your social battery, I think that only some weirdo terminally online person would use that kind of language. When I stream or work all day, okay, and I go out, I have the same amount of, interest, the same amount of energy as I would any other day. The idea that people would even bring that up. When I go to darts, I have a blast. Because it's different. By the way, he also claimed he makes as much as a doctor, which is not true. He makes millions a year. You see Hassan Piker roasted for claiming streaming is harder than a real job. Again, I'm not saying there are not difficult aspects to creating content. In particular, the kind where you have to be online 8 hours a day or whatever, 7 hours a day. I get that. But Hassan Abi lays back in his chair, watches Vice documentaries, and eats dino nuggets. That's what he does for a living. That is not stressful. He's not crunching numbers for 8 hours a day. He's not even, I wouldn't even call what he does anywhere near as stressful as having to play video games at a high level. Right? Like playing ranked, CSGO or something like that, where you have to be dialed in all day long. That is actually draining. What Hassan does is lean back in his chair and say, Ma! Ma! Get my DoorDash, Ma! Mom, my DoorDash is here. Can you get my DoorDash, Mom? Yeah, you can take my $200,000 Porsche to go pick up my tailoring. Thank you, assistant. Before I got to a point where I could pay the bills doing what I do now, I worked full-time and I created content full-time, and I did that for years. Now, of course, Hassan says, this guy makes up lies for 9 hours a day, and his commute to work is walking into his 5th bedroom in his $3 million mansion. But sometimes it's hard. That's correct. It's wild how completely out of context could made its way to Twitter so fast. I was talking about the 9-hour stream eats away at my social battery, and how I can't socialize after, comparing it to my sales job before. I recognize how fortunate I am every day. That's not what you said. You said no job will drain your social battery like streaming. We'll just leave it like this. Anybody who refers to having a social battery is not a real human. They are not a serious person. And you should not give them your money. And you should not give them your time. Because they don't respect you at all. Switzerland Play says, that's why I love you, Jeremy. You're based. Everybody who can. Join the basement. Click on the button. I agree. Join the basement. It's like when streamers whine about money. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. Period. It's just like this thing. It's just this thing that you have to acknowledge as somebody who is extremely fortunate. You have to acknowledge that you're very lucky to be able to, create content for a living. Raven Blackdove for 5 says, hey, Jeremy, there's one-man indie game developer with Kickstarter that's 76% funded with only 4 days left. He was the first dev that came to our stream while we played his game, and we really want him to succeed. Can you shout out? Here's the thing, Raven Blackdove. I know this might bother you. I don't really shout out Kickstarters or GoFundMes because I feel like the project may not deliver. It may not be, there may be some hard feelings like, oh, Jeremy told me to back this and they never delivered the game or something like that. It creates I'll do it, but then I'll show it, but just so that everybody knows, I am not doing, this isn't a personal endorsement by me. He looks pretty close. So you can check out this Kickstarter called The Edge of Allegoria, retro-inspired 2D based, turn-based RPG. And it is no effing kids game. So if people want to check that out. Oh, Pumas. It looks cool. It looks cool. It looks very similar to
You think I make
or Zelda.
but
it's got its own stuff.
My
going.
channel is negative income. Just so you know, Chopper.
I don't know if you guys were all watching this. Or OG Pokemon, yeah. Thanks for understanding, dude. I really appreciate the, like, you know, the guerrilla trying to help out, you know, marketing stuff. It's like every time I shout out a GoFundMe or something, I get 100 emails from people who are like, can you shout out my GoFundMe? And then I'm like, it's not that I don't want to, it's just that I don't know if you're telling the truth or not. I don't know anything about their situation. So just so people know in the future, if you've ever like emailed me a GoFundMe or this, that, or the other thing, I mean, I might donate to it personally, but I generally don't share that because I try to protect my viewers, you know? Not to say that that game isn't cool. It does look cool, and I may just personally, if you email me, I may personally throw them some money. He's good people, and he's worked really hard on this. Okay. Yeah, tell him to email me, and I'll back his game personally. Swexit, you are epic. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw the hilarity going on this weekend with Libs of TikTok, but there's essentially an article that Taylor Lorenz wrote that tried to pin the passing of a young student on Chaya's Twitter account, essentially. Stupid. Now, this may be controversial, and I don't want it to sound like sour grapes, but can I share something with you all? This isn't me like blasting anybody or telling anyone to unfollow or whatever. But when I see these two sitting at a table, like, I just see two Karens. Now, you might be repulsed by that and strongly disagree, but I've seen Libs of TikTok kind of transition over the past, like, 6 months now, where she's trying to get people fired all the time on Twitter. Like, I don't like that. I understand it, but I think wearing the Taylor crying t-shirt is pretty funny. I do. I think bringing masks to the meeting is kind of cringe, and like that's like boomer, not even boomer humor. I think it's just cringe. Like, if you're gonna do an interview with her, like, don't be a bitch. That's my opinion. But also, she has every right to like not like this chick, you know, because Taylor Lorenz has said heinous things about Chaya, 100%. Like, she has said in this article, even she tries to jacket her or pin this passing, a terrible passing. Essentially, what happened was a young student. Yeah, two negatively charged Karens. Yeah, that's how I feel. People getting fired that are grooming kids in school, Jeremy. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like when people send her mean messages on her open DMs and then she posts it and asks her followers to find out where they work. You know, I'll give her some grace. Like, again, I'm just being, the email is just according@gmail.com. Turnabout is fair play. I know. Again, I'm not saying like cancel her or unfollow her. I don't want her to go further down that rabbit hole of posting anonymous internet weirdos and then asking her followers to find out where they work. You can say it's a bad take, and that's fine. It's just me being honest about my take. Or me being honest, you know? You can totally disagree. I don't care if she goes after weirdo teachers or goes after books, but this whole, hey, here's this person, you know, let's find out where they work and then tag their boss. I don't like that. That's what the left does. Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan, yeah. That's all. I don't care if she gets, you know, weirdo teachers. I don't care if she outs them, you know. And again, like I said, it's a mild criticism.
Yeah. What's her name? She's a senator.
When you get doxxed by half the media half a dozen times and hunted down, I would honestly do the same. I believe she was doxxed one time, right? Has she been doxxed since then?
Elizabeth Warren.
Has there been? Yeah, call out all the groomers you want. 100%. Call out
course,
like the
Massachusetts.
weirdo teachers who are doing weird stuff. All that kind of stuff. 100% support all of that. 100%.
Massachusetts.
I just don't want her to go too far down the, hey, here's an anonymous person on the internet that said something mean to me. Let's find out where they work. Because she absolutely has been doing that.
Yeah.
And they're always like some internet rando, you know?
She'll keep getting reelected
Like, I
every
don't
time
like
she
that.
runs, though. It's
But the interview has some pretty
Massachusetts.
interesting moments. I think Chaya brought up some good points where essentially what is, I don't understand this Mel Gibson spam. What is, I mean, like, what is that? I don't understand. There is something to be said for fighting fire with fire. I know. And over the years, I've gotten, like, more... I feel like I've gotten more tolerant of, like...
All right. I was watching him for the Shane Gillis stuff.
Is it over? Can we stand here now? Or is it still blocked off? Oh, but it's okay. I won't get in trouble if everything's fine. Just stay in. It's off limits still.
You're coming up, you can come up. You're going down, go down.
Okay, all right.
You're trying to achieve by being on the stairs.
Just to get closer to you guys and
Take it down the stairs?
yeah.
Take it to the sidewalk.
No problem. Yeah, no problem.
So you can do that now.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. I'm not here to hinder your business or anything.
What's your end game? Like, what's your goal with that?
I don't have an end game. Or I can't go here, do you?
Back down a second. I'm just curious, like what your rationale is, like what you tried.
I'm just here. I don't have any end game. If anything, I would like to compliment you on your boots. You guys have really nice boots. And you know, maybe ask you to get some information about what you guys know about the Karen Reed situation. Probably nothing.
Yeah, so I'm not going to give you any commentary on.
Yeah, you're just probably doing like a security detail. You're not too involved in the case or anything like that. Do you guys always have to come here when Karen Reed comes here?
I don't know anything about this.
Do they always make you guys come out here when Karen Reed comes to court?
He has the right to film you pigs.
Sorry. Richmond. Yeah. Pretty real.
Hey, before you go, Sly Shy wants me to ask you, what's your end goal on just standing here? I bid you farewell. I bid you farewell as well, sir.
Mal's gonna get arrested.
Oink oink piggy piggy oink 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 piggy oink 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 oink. I'm the best piggy. Oink 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 oink. Best piggy in the town. Oink 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 piggy piggy oink 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 oink. I'm a pig. Can I get piggies in the chat? Piggies in the chat. I'm the best piggy in the chat. Can I get some?
Thank you for that, TTS. You guys almost got me killed today by the Massachusetts scallywags. yeah. So many goddamn scallies. They all want to kill me for my speaker. You guys putting up your live views? You guys packing up the live views? You guys packing up the live views?
He said that he was putting it up. They would have him put
wrist column and then shoot up the last bit and holding the order in their hand like it's a joke. Doesn't count as a joke. And I was forced to do Well, I mean, I'm not surprised. These people have no bottom, no police officers, they cover up murders, they make up lies about their
Hey, Gregory. Fake media, yeah. Twitter boy's so popular.
By the way, it's for children at home. She left with her to come here to control them, essentially. So that's the kind of mother.
OD News is live.
So, but I can hold my head up high and go home, and my kids are gonna love me. My kids grow up in a loving house. I can never take it from me by yeah. I don't do drugs.
Every time I open up D News streams, it's just in circles. It's such a bad signal where he's at. I mean, I know mine gets bad too. But can I ever? This has lost you.
No,
Chat even said so. Impact employment, I'm speaking. Yes?
I hope the media saw that. I hope the media saw what happened there. I come to every single one of these courses that come with this hearing more than anything. And this one has never
Okay. What's your question? Well, right now I am putting together a waiting list of for when they do call for people, but they haven't in a few weeks now.
Doesn't it sort of raise a question? What does one have to do with it?
Well, if you haven't come in and met me yet, there's still a food safety test thing that we have to do to get you on that list. Yeah, it's just as long as you've done everything online already, all you have to do is it only takes about 30 minutes.
She left him outside to die in the cold and wanted to know.
Well, I'm doing appointments at 1 p.m.
Google
tonight.
that at 2:27. She's
Yes.
a cop killer. So showing up with some woman to lie about domestic
Okay, can you
violence.
make sure you bring your ID and either a social or birth certificate so we can have the I-9 done as well?
Ask her questions. Doesn't surprise me.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
They have no morals, they have no ethics. And ultimately, justice is coming. Justice is coming for the good guys here. Justice is coming for Donald. Justice is coming for Aaron. Justice is coming for me. And justice is coming
That was really good. You were the interviewer and the camera guy.
I keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, that takes a lot of talent to be the interviewer, the mic guy. That's like 3 jobs right there you did. That was good. Yeah, quality stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm shooting into the sun, but you know, you get
It is what it is.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, the gimbals? Yeah, for sure.
I'll see you later.
What's the name of that?
Zingham. Z-H-I. There you go.
Your name's Kid.
Alright, bye. Okay, bye. I've never seen you here before. Are you new?
Yes, I flew in from Texas.
Texas?
Yeah, I'm flying out tonight, so I won't be back. I might fly in for the next
I'm
year.
sure they have a lot more going on down here with all the people walking across the border than this.
No, I'm scared of the border because I don't want the cartels to beat me up and kill me.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Post your stuff on the Justice page.
I will.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Squatting on the stairs. Thank you very much. Center on. And I was like, what? Like I was recording on video. Was I saying something bad? He was like, no. And I was like, I didn't read the story. And I was like, hey. Oh, okay. I was like, oh my god, why is it always?
But he did it if you.
I think they washed his body.
Oh, she showed up for the first time tonight with you guys. She showed up with you guys. Disgusting. Disgusting, Paul. Disgusting. Disgusting.
I wonder what he means by that, Aiden. When he says don't get too comfortable.
Sounds like a threat to me.
What does that mean? Is he talking about comfortable being outside, or what do you guys think that meant?
No idea, man.
It sounds like threatening almost. You're not... Had a smirk on him when he said that.
Thank you.
Take it easy, Aiden.
No, I'm not that. Listen, you're
A sworn woman is a dangerous woman. The Intimidator is available.
take the back seat on
Do you guys have to do this every time Karen Reed comes here?
that. We just, we're told to come here today, but typically, yeah.
And the tape, I'm guessing, is only for her hearing.
I've seen it for others actually, but when there's a lot of people, they try to control the crowd so the general public can get in and out.
That makes sense.
Like, 'cause there's people that had business unrelated.
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
They were very confused on where to go. So it's good.
That makes sense.
It's just a bad day to be here if you're not involved, you know.
Oh, for sure. Like if you're just dealing with a ticket or whatever.
Yeah, like whatever. Like
Yeah.
people like, is this am I in the right spot? So
Yeah, for sure. For
kinda
sure.
helps them out.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Have a good one.
You too, sir. I'm out of here. I'm done here. The Aiden show is over. No more Aiden. Aiden has left the building. Oh, Grant's good content. Oh shit, here we go. Good content.
Yo, did that guy just call you a punk and run away? Oh my god. Oh my god.
That guy's tweaking. That guy's tweaking. That guy's been flipping everybody off. Allegedly, that's Grant. He's the internet troll. Let's see if we can get some content with Grant. Hey man, how are you? I see you out here. You're on the phone call. I just want to say hi.
Yeah, hi.
I know that you're out there, and they all refer to you as Grant, and they call you like a Twitter troll. And to be fair, I think you're a pretty good troll. You was out here flipping them off, getting reaction.
I'm a reporter. Look me up. Grant Smith Ellis.
Grant Smith Ellis?
Yeah.
I think you should go back and troll him some more.
Really? Are you a
Yeah.
reporter too?
No, man, I'm a goddamn troll myself. I'm just, you know,
You're
but
a troll.
well, I mean, we're all trolls in a sense, right? Like everyone's trolly in a sense,
Well,
right?
here's what I try to do. I try to protect the integrity of the justice system by virtue of holding up a mirror to subversive propaganda techniques and then being like, this is what you are doing and watch what happens when it happens to you.
And they don't like that.
No, because it forces a form of self-reflection that I think induces some cognitive dissonance, and that breaks the spell. And my goal is to break the spell. So take the fucking plea, Karen.
So you were in the hearing?
Yeah, of course.
Did you tell me what went down? I wasn't allowed to go in.
Oh, they just delayed the hearing for a few weeks. The trial itself will start in April now, April 16th.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Enjoy your day.
Yes, let me send a message to Karen Reed. Take the fucking plea.
I'll see you next time I see you, yeah?
That middle finger was not for you.
No, I'll take it. Yeah. That guy's a good troll. Yeah. Yeah. That guy's a really good troll. I'm done here. My bark is bigger than my bite. I run from Karens in the night. How about mass exposure?
I'll be in touch.
Telling everyone, he's a veteran! yeah. That shit was so funny. That shit was funny as hell, man.
Where is he? Oh, he's still here.
I gotta put my liner in. What a shit show. What a shit show. At least Aiden stood up for my rights to be here. Everybody was wanting me to leave. Aiden was like, nah, he has the right to be here. I know you guys saw that. We'll shut everything down.
Not sure.
We're gonna shut the feed down. I have to get out of here.
I'm not sure. I've tried to
work
use the Freedom
to
of
get on.
Information Act several times, and every single time I've gotten pretty much
I would stream from the airport,
ignored.
but you don't want to get
So-
swatted at the airport. That'd be bad.
In fact, it wants make me want to check up on the one I did for Midwest. in Bakersfield.
Everybody's gone. Everybody's leaving. The whole Turtle Gang's gone.
They're pretty much ignoring me.
Turtle Gang's gone.
Because they know I'm out in the boonies somewhere, and there's no way I can sue them to make them give me that info.
Allegedly, that redhead was flashing her business on Tom's stream. Flashing her punana. I'm out of here either way. Little, we got a little punani flasher. But I appreciate all the TTSs today. If your TTS got scammed, man, I'm really sorry. I'm having some glitches on my mobile device, so charge it back. It's what it is. I apologize. I can't do anything about it. I think you guys all fare well.
Let's see, bid his farewell. Later, Bowski. I want to check out Watching the Watchers from earlier before I kill this. Watch a little bit of Robert Gouveia. The locals keep jumping right to this. What is this one? 26. Okay, here it is. Okay.
Done. It's Monday. We're already done with everything. It's amazing. How are we doing today, my friends? I know it's a little cold out there. I saw that it's going to be minus 15 up there in Minnesota. Is that right? That's a little chilly. Spring here in Atlanta. It's warming up in Arizona, actually. Yeah. Last night, I have to tell you this. I had to turn on my air conditioning for a little bit. I know. But
that's crazy.
I like it
Chopper, I
cold. What
agree.
can I say? All right, let's see what's cooking
But
out
they
there,
don't
my
care,
friends.
just like
It
30
is
saying
a beautiful
they don't
Monday.
fucking
We've
care.
got the presidential schedule. We have some updates on Nikki Haley. She got blown out of the water. She's losing her funding. The Koch brothers are now out of her wheelhouse. I don't think they're supporting her anymore. We got some Biden updates. We're basically on the brink of World War III. Apparently, NATO is saying that Ukraine is definitely going to be a part of NATO now, which is going to be a lot of fun. And so let's poke around. Let's see what's happening. It's going to be a busy week because we do have today, we're going to get into on the show, Trump did respond to the Nikki Haley, to the Fannie Willis. I was looking at Nikki Haley right now. To the Fannie Willis response. So on Friday, remember, Fannie Willis dropped that big response saying cell phone records don't matter at all and all the things. Steve Sadow responded to that. We'll get into that. We also have all of those documents that got dropped last week in the Florida case, the classified documents case. We've got a lot of that cooking. We also today, apparently, there's going to be another meeting between Judge McAfee and between Terrence Bradley. That's the day. And then on Friday, we've got queued up for summation, for closing arguments for the evidentiary hearing on Friday in Scott McAfee's courtroom. So it's going to be busy, and we can't wait to get to it. My friends, let's see what the president is up to. I got some clips, and even our friends in Italy, my Italian brothers and sisters, are over there making fun of this dude. Okay, so we have the schedule. It is the 26th of February. You can see the president he wakes up this morning. Look at all this stuff he's doing today. Wow. Okay, so let's rewind. On Saturday, he did participate in a call with Vladimir Zelensky. And I do have some Ukraine stuff cooked up today because, man, it's crazy. We got this clip from NATO. He's like, yeah, no, definitely Ukraine's coming into NATO. So then they welcome governors and their spouses, and the second gentleman attend when the governors show up there on Saturday. Sunday, they took the day off, so he had nothing on the public docket from the president. And then today, they're moving all over the place. So he gets the briefing. He goes over to Queens, New York. Karine is going to gaggle aboard Air Force One. They arrive in Queens. Then he goes to a campaign meeting. Then he departs New York, back to Queens. Then he's back to the White House tonight. So I guess it's not that much. It's just a bunch of entries on his agenda because he's just traveling around. So he's going to fly to New York for a campaign event. All right, that's what our president's up to. Now, over the weekend, he did give a little bit of a speech, and here is what that sounded like. He was hosting the governors, as we saw, and this was the soundbite that came from him. And of course, he's really struggling here. And everybody kind of ignored him after this was over. But here's our president.
I've spent a lot of time with Xi Jinping, someone whom I have a great deal of difference with. And I was, when I was vice president
of China,
my president told me that he wanted me to get to know Xi Jinping because it was clear he was going to be the head of Russia, of China, and we were having problems with Russia at the time and other countries as well. And so what he said was, get to know him. He's going to be there. And he couldn't because he was the president. He couldn't travel. So I traveled 17,000 miles with him throughout the country, our country, and in China as well. We were in the Tibetan Plateau, and he turned to me and he said, can you define America for me? And this has been documented, it's real. I looked at him, I said, yes, I can, in one word. He looked at me and he said, what's that? And I said, possibilities. Possibilities.
Oh, gosh. That's why we're getting our clock cleaned by China.
Not freedoms?
So that's our president. Now,
not freedoms?
He sounds like he's struggling. He he's barely keeping it together, even on a good day. Like, that's a good day. And the world is noticing. It's not just us, okay? Here is what our friends in Italy had to say about this. Here is a clip of, apparently, this is from Italian TV. And, it looks like Nove Canale 9 or something like that. So they're actually mocking the heck out of our president. It's got 7.6 million views, and Wokeness clipped this. And here is what it looks like. It looks pretty, this guy actually looks like an Olympian compared to our president. Right, here he is.
Buonasera, Presidente Biden. Presidente.
Stop, back.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Back.
Biden.
Back.
President.
Go back. There you go.
We are President.
No.
President Biden.
Nope.
Qui.
Here.
Yes. Good evening. Buonasera.
Yes.
Eh?
I said to the president of Israel,
Sì.
Mikhail Gorbachev.
No. Gorbachev, non è Gorbachev.
Sorry, Michael Jordan.
No, it's not Michael.
When he went to the moon,
sulla Luna.
and he was shot from Dallas.
Hanno
sparato via Dallas.
JFK.
No, sia fermo, Presidente.
Long shot from Dallas to the moon.
Si sta confondendo con Kennedy.
That guy seems a lot more competent, right, than our current president. So that goes on for another minute or so. And I don't know. Oh, he got a briefcase. I don't know what that is. I don't know what's going on over there. All right, so that's what Italy's saying about our president. That guy seems a lot more capable, honestly. Even as an actor, looks like he's walking around, pretty well there. Our own president can't even walk that fast. So, all right, so that's what's happening in Italy. Shout out to our Italian brothers and sisters over there. Now, it's not ideal to have a president who is non-functional. Not really ideal. Because apparently we're going into World War III. Now, this is something we've been screaming about, for a while. We don't spend a ton of time with this on the main show. But, of course, Ukraine, NATO, Ukraine money, we're always cognizant of what's happening here. And this came over from BRICS Info. All right, so this is BRICS Info. and they clip this out. This is Jens Stoltenberg, and here's what he says about joining NATO. And he's not even, not even mincing words about this now, saying, yeah, they're joining, okay? Ukraine is joining NATO, and get used to it. Suck it up, Buttercup. It's happening.
And we are deepening our political ties to the NATO Ukraine Council, where we consult and make decisions together. Ukraine will join NATO. It is not a question of if, but of when. As we prepare you for that day, NATO will continue to
So
stand
when Ukraine
with
becomes
Ukraine
Russia,
for
they still
your
gonna join
security
NATO?
and for ours.
It's for your own good, world. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when, okay? NATO is going to join, I'm sorry, Ukraine is going to join NATO. There you go. Ukraine will join NATO. 100%. 100% happening, so just suck it up.
There's several
Buttercup,
reasons why.
Right? And that's like, we've already talked about this.
Hate our government
Putin
as a whole.
is not
a-hole
dealing with that, right? Like that is a non-starter for this world. And in fact, I think Putin actually responded to this, and I don't know if this was something any good, but he did respond. Yeah, here Mario Nafal got this one. Says Putin on joining NATO, on Ukraine joining NATO. If Ukraine joins NATO and attempts to bring Crimea back by military, it means the European countries will automatically be pulled into a war and a conflict with Russia. Let's listen to this.
Я хочу еще раз.
I want to stress it one more time.
That's what they
I've
want.
been saying, but I very much want you to finally hear me and to deliver to your audience in print, TV, and
Мне очень
online.
бы хотелось, чтобы вы меня услышали все-таки в конце концов. И донесли это до своих читателей, зрителей и пользователей интернета. Ну, вы понимаете,
Do you understand it or not that if Ukraine joins NATO and attempts to bring Crimea back by military means, the European countries will automatically be pulled into a war conflict with Russia. Automatically. Of course, NATO and Russia potentials are incomparable. We understand it, but we also understand that Russia is one of the leading nuclear states, and by some modern components, it even outperforms many. There will be no winners, and you will be pulled into this conflict against your will. Yeah. You won't even have time to blink your eye when you execute Article 5, collective defense of NATO members. Mr. President Macron, of course, he doesn't want this, and I don't want it, and I don't want it, which is why he is here, torturing me for 6 straight hours. There you go. Right? So that's him saying, look, it's going to turn into a nuclear conflict. It's like it's clear as day. And I think that's probably what they want. Right in time for the election. And it's just such a wild, escalation, and everybody's just, putting flags up. You put more Ukraine flags up, Joe, and put some more sanctions on them and see how this goes. Now, this is also pretty wild because the New York Times is now admitting to us that the CIA is all over Ukraine, which we've already known. And, questions about Nord Stream, clearly it was not Russia that blew up their own pipelines, and on and on and on. And now the New York Times, which is pure propaganda, and if you want to dig into this further, there's a book called The Gray Lady Wings, which is, it's a good book, but it's like 10 examples or 12 examples of how corrupt the New York Times is. And it gives you details. I mean, they were wrong about Cuba, they were wrong about Hitler, they were wrong about everything. It was all propaganda, essentially. So you're always cognizant about this, but this is not good for the CIA. I mean, the spy war, how the CIA secretly helps Ukraine fight Putin. And it's been doing it for a while. For more than a decade, the United States has nurtured a secret intelligence partnership with Ukraine that is now critical for both countries countering Russia. And this is, written by 2 guys over there. It says, nestled in a dense forest, the Ukrainian military base appears abandoned and destroyed. Not far away, a discreet passageway descends to a subterranean bunker where teams of Ukrainian soldiers track Russian spy satellites. The underground bunker was built to replace the destroyed command center in the months after Russia's invasion. It's a secret nerve center of Ukraine's military.
Not so much
There's
secret
also
now.
one more secret. The base is almost fully financed and partly equipped by the CIA. 110%, said this person. General Serhiy Dervetsky, a top intelligence commander, he said in an interview at the base. Now entering the 3rd year of its war, it's claimed hundreds of thousands of lives. The and just, wreck the global balance of power. Now you have Russia, China, the BRICS countries all organizing. The West is just spending itself into oblivion. But the partnership is no wartime creation. It didn't happen here. This took root a decade ago, back in 2014, coming together in fits and starts under 3 very different U.S. presidents to transform Ukraine, whose intelligence agencies were long seen as thoroughly compromised by Russia. The listening post at the forest, in the Ukrainian forest, is part of the CIA-supported network. There are spy bases that have been constructed in the past 8 years that include 12 secret locations along the Russian border. So 12 spy bases along the Russian border. And you're like, well, I wonder why Russia's like not happy about that. Before the war, the Ukrainians proved themselves to the Americans by collecting intercepts that helped prove Russia's involvement in the downing of a commercial jetliner, Malaysia Flight 17.
Bullshit.
Around 2016, the CIA began training an elite Ukrainian commando force which captured Russian drones and communications, trying to reverse engineer Moscow's encryption systems. The CIA also helped to train a new generation of Ukrainian spies, also operating inside Russia, across Europe, and in Cuba. The relationship is so ingrained that CIA officers remained at a remote location in western Ukraine when the Biden administration evacuated U.S. people in the weeks before Russia invaded in February. So CIA is everywhere, right? Now, during the invasion, the officers relayed critical intelligence, including where Russia was planning strikes and which weapon systems they would use. Well, I mean, they must be idiots over there, because we were sitting there watching Putin shore up the borders. I mean, remember we were sitting here going, that's weird. He's like moving like 100,000 people over here. And then we had Lloyd Austin and Secretary Blinken come out and lecture us. Like, we moved 5,300 American troops to ready status. We're like, what does that mean? You know, whatever. So anyways, like, it was like clearly they were not doing anything to deter an invasion. It was just like they were waiting for it to happen. Probably because they were. Now, during the invasion, the officers relayed critical intelligence.
Yeah, the way the money laundering.
Without them, there would have been no way
continue.
for us to resist the Russians. The details of the partnership, many of which are being disclosed by the New York Times for the first time, have been a closely guarded secret for a decade. They told us we were all crazy.
Every peace
You
agreement
know
has
those
been
like
shut down by
labs
the US
over there
and
in
UK.
Ukraine? Like, it's a conspiracy theorist. You know, this is a free society. It's Ukrainians, and the U.S. has nothing to do with this, and Russia is just invading for no reason because he wants to march over to France. Right. In more than 200 interviews, current and former officials in Ukraine, the United States, and Europe, they describe a partnership that nearly foundered from mutual distrust before it steadily expanded, turning Ukraine into an intelligence gathering hub that intercepted more Russia communications than the CIA station in Kyiv could even handle. So Russia's like, we don't want the CIA on our border interfering with all of our stuff, thanks. Many of the officials spoke on condition of anonymity. Now these intelligence networks are more important than ever, as Russia's on the offensive. You know, they don't want them to take it back. Ukraine is more dependent on sabotage, and they're increasingly at risk. If Republicans in Congress end military funding to Kyiv, the CIA may have to scale this back. So try to reassure Ukrainian leaders. William Burns, the current CIA director, made a secret visit, right? CIA, when's the last time you heard the CIA director come in front of Congress and testify about anything? Never. Never. They do everything in secret. He just flies around in secret. They blow up pipelines and then tell us that we need to support this war because they've got a bunch of bases over there that they don't want to lose. From the outset, a shared adversary, Putin brought the CIA and its Ukrainian partners together. Obsessed with losing Ukraine to the West, Mr. Putin had regularly interfered in their political system. You mean the CIA wasn't? Handpicking leaders he believed would keep Ukraine within Russia's orbit. Mr. Putin has long blamed Western intelligence agencies for manipulating Kyiv and sowing anti-Russian sentiment in Ukraine. Well, maybe he's right, for crying out loud, right? If the U.S. has CIA all over the place on their borders, intercepting communications, maybe that's exactly what's happening. Toward the end of 2021, according to a senior European official, Putin was weighing whether to launch his full-scale invasion when he met with the head of one of Russia's main spy services, who told him the CIA, together with Britain's MI6, were controlling Ukraine and turning it into a beachhead for operations against Moscow. It's crazy. It's like, imagine if the Chinese were doing this like on the border of Mexico. You know, just right in Mexico. Like China, right? Intercepting everything, total control of our border, put a bunch of, you know, bases there. We'd be like, what? What's going on here? But the Times investigation found that Mr. Putin and his advisors misread a critical dynamic. The CIA didn't push its way into Ukraine. U.S. officials, often reluctant to fully engage, fearing that Ukrainian officials could not be trusted, and they were worried about provoking Ukraine. But a tight circle of Ukrainian intelligence assiduously courted the CIA, gradually made themselves vital. You see this back in 2015. General Valery Kondryak, then Ukraine's head of military, he arrived at the meeting with CIA's deputy station, and he handed over a stack of top-secret files. The initial tranche contained secrets about Russia's Navy, including detailed information about the latest nuclear submarine designs. Before long, teams of CIA officers were regularly leaving his office with backpacks full of documents. Yeah, so they're just funneling the CIA full of information. The CIA partnership began back in 2014, 8 years to the day. Millions of Ukrainians had just overrun the country's pro-Kremlin government. Spy chiefs have fled. Now, so Russia leaves, right, because CIA and the Ukrainians, the West, retakes power. So then the Russians bail. The government's new spy chief, this guy, Nalivantchenko, he arrives at the headquarters of the Domestic Intelligence Agency. And Russians fled. There was a pile of smoldering documents in the courtyard. Many computers were wiped and infected with Russian malware. So this guy, right, the West takes over. He comes in, Russians bail. He says it was empty. He takes over like the CIA headquarters, their analog. No lights, no leadership, nobody was there. So he goes in, this Ukrainian guy. He just picks up the phone, he calls the CIA. He's like, oh no, it's empty. Calls the CIA and the head of MI6. They come running in. It was near midnight, but he summoned them to the building asking for help in rebuilding the agency from the ground up. He proposed a three-way partnership, and that's how it all started. Okay, so back in 2014, CIA, MI6, they take over Ukraine, basically. And Putin's like, no, not going to do that. So it's a wild story, and the fact that this is being published in the New York Times is also pretty wild. I'm sure it's all true. Because it just makes sense. You know, they told us, like, Russia blew out the Nord Stream and all this stuff. It's like, no, come on. And there's been rumors of these labs and all this stuff, percolating there in Ukraine. And so I believe that's why they are so aggressive against Trump. They do not want him to reverse this campaign. And the intelligence communities, the CIA, the FBI, they're all freaked out. They're all circling up to stop him from winning. In fact, here's what Politico says. This is why they're so freaked. The prospect of a second Trump presidency has the intelligence community on edge. Oh, no. Why? Because he's not going to fund this endless war? Former top officials from the Trump administration are warning that he is likely to use the second term to overhaul the nation's spy agencies. That'd be good, so we don't have useless wars. Trump, who's already tried to revamp intelligence agencies during his first time, is likely to re-up those plans, and he's going to push even harder, according to people. Now, that could empower the president's top subordinates to shield him from information that doesn't conform with his politics. And America's spy agencies are never completely divorced from politics. We know that. Politico talked to 18 former officials and analysts, including political appointees from both parties. A number of them were granted anonymity. Others are now vocal. He wants to weaponize the intelligence community, which is just hilarious. Isn't that funny? Trump wants to weaponize the intelligence community. You mean the 51 intelligence agents who signed that stupid letter that was a lie? And they did it on behalf of Anthony Blinken, who then got the position as Secretary of State? He persuaded them or prompted them. And then they wrote this letter, and then Joe Biden used it as at the debates. Ridiculous. Fact is, you need to look with a 360-degree perspective. Our own FBI is weaponized against the J6ers and Trump. I think the J6 was largely an op. He can't just cherry pick what he wants, this person said, Fiona Hill. Many of the former officials said they opted to speak Politico because they believe the extent to which Trump could remake the intelligence community remains underestimated. That would just be great. Trump's demands for loyalty and blah, blah, blah. People's lives could be lost, says Coates. You mean like 1 million people in Ukraine? Thanks to the CIA? Trump spokesman Stephen Chung said the former president has been under assault ever since he announced his campaign. That's true. In the classified documents case, we know that Trump was under scrutiny needlessly. The Office of the Director of National Intelligence declined to comment on Trump's statements. Trump has notoriety, and the FBI is under pressure too. Yeah, FBI, I mean, they're liars. They conducted the whole Steele dossier situation, Russia collusion, the Mueller hoax. Yeah, FBI dug their own grave, said someone. So don't give me a break that Trump's going to weaponize the intelligence agencies. They always accuse the other side of doing exactly what they're doing. And they just, play that game. Now here's Pelosi. She came out. And what are we talking about here? It's democracy again. Democracy is their language that they use, even though Ukraine has not had elections in years, even though if you were criticizing Ukraine for a while, right? I don't know if that's happening much anymore, but if you were pro-Russia, they were banning and censoring you, right, for being anti-democratic. So here are these people now who are, I guess, shilling for the CIA. It's Pelosi.
We'll get this done in the House. It's a disgrace that we haven't done it yet. People will die every day that we are not supplying the weapons with the distance, with the speed, with the strength that is needed to defeat the Russians. And people there know that if anything were to happen in Ukraine, which we must make sure it doesn't in terms of Russia's winning, the other countries are next. They used to say that
what countries?
Catherine the Great carried her borders in her suitcase. Well,
I love that.
Putin is trying to do the same thing, to stretch the borders of Russia to where it was one of those days. That cannot happen. It's a fight of democracy versus autocracy. Democracy is being fought in the Ukraine with the courage of the Ukrainian people, but the fight is for all of us as well who care about democracy. Clearly, the former president of the United States does not.
Okay, so those two having conversations again about the great fight for democracy. What is voting? Are they voting for this in Ukraine or no? I don't think they are. I think they canceled their elections again. And did we vote for this? Did we vote for endless war in Ukraine? I don't know. I don't think so. So I don't know what she's talking about because it's not democratic at all. Nowhere are they fighting for democracy. And they say it's wartime and all the things, but you're suspending democracy to save democracy? Is that how that works? Here's Jake Sullivan. He went to Oxford. Okay, he's very smart. Now, they're also, it's like rehashing the 1980s foreign policy and then rehashing all of the 2016 fake hoaxes about Russia collusion. Here's Jake Sullivan explaining the Russians are going to steal our election.
Are there concerns or is there even evidence that Russia is planning to interfere in the 2024 election, Jake?
I can't speak to evidence today, but I can tell you, of course, there are concerns. There is a history here in presidential elections by the Russian Federation, by its intelligence services, and there's plenty of reason to be concerned. And this is not about politics. This is about national security.
Yeah.
It is about a foreign country, a foreign...
You hear how they do that, right? It's not about politics. Like, we're not even worried about Republicans, okay, or Trump, or MAGA, or any of those things. These extremists, even though we've been orienting our entire campaign against those people, we're not really worried about them. It's about national security, and we have to save America. And if saving America means spying on Trump's campaign to make sure the Russians aren't coming after us, we'll do it.
Adversary seeking to manipulate the politics and democracy of the United States of America. We're going to be vigilant about that, and we will engage the Congress on a bipartisan basis because this should be above and beyond politics.
Wow. Wow, what a great Oxford statement. Wow, so good. Just amazing. So they're going to engage on a bipartisanship basis, right, with all of the intelligence minions in Congress and elsewhere. So Russia's coming back, my friends. You know, World War III with them. We're going to have Ukraine part of NATO. They've got spy bases over there. And Putin is the anti-democratic monster, even though nobody voted for this war and there are no elections in Ukraine. So it is going to get very spicy out there indeed, my friends. Let's see who is here and joining us. It's a beautiful Monday morning. I hope your week is starting off as incredibly as you'd expect it to. Let's see who's joining us. Say our hellos. We've got some South Carolina stuff to talk about, some other election stuff. And let's see what's happening here. We got, what's up, American Granny? Start saving America by closing the border. Be a good start. Not a bad idea. What's up, this old guy? We got Antics is in the house. Good morning. We got Londo's here. What's up, Londo? Yeah, what's going on? What's with her eyebrows? She has 2 sets of eyebrows. We've pointed this out before. One set right there, and I think that's another set. So, like, where are they? I don't know. We've noticed this. What's up, Maynard? What's up, real life? Very nice to see you. Terry says our elections, China, Russia, they can duke it out, and we'll see what comes up with for POTUS. Can't be worse than Biden. That's for sure. What's up, Glocky? Says, Rob, remember Fulton County got hacked? Well, apparently the group that did it still have the files, and they're saying they're going to release them, and apparently it's going to give defense attorneys evidence of the corruption from the DA's office, and they say that they have files on the case against Trump that will upend the case against him and against the election. Oh my goodness. That is spicy as can be. Here, let's see what this says. The FBI's takedown of Lockbit, the ransomware group that last night...
What's up, D-News? We popped in, man.
Is now regrouping. The game says they're going to publish stolen Fulton County data on March 2nd unless paid a ransom. Oh, good. That's coming up. Lockbit claims the cache includes documents tied to the ongoing prosecution of Trump. The court watchers say teaser documents suggest a total leak of Fulton County data that could put lives at risk. What on earth? Wow. So we know that they got hacked. On February 16th, the entry for Fulton County was removed. However, Fulton County Commissioner said the board decided it could not in good conscience use taxpayer money to pay the ransom. Just hours before that press conference, various websites were seized. Wow, this is crazy. Dubbed Operation Kronos, they seized nearly 36 servers. They arrested 2 alleged members. Lockbit has claimed more than 2,000 victims, and they've extorted more than $120 million in payments. Let's see. Lockbit has already released roughly 24 files allegedly stolen from Fulton County and their government systems, although none implicate Trump. Chidey says the leaked data so far includes a sealed record related to a child abuse case and a sealed motion in the murder trial of Gaston. Wow. So there could be some sealed filings that they got their hands on. Whoa. The ransom group leader also confirmed federal investigators were on. Here's a post from them. Fulton County is governed by a 7-member board of commissioners who are elected to 4-year terms. 6 of the members. All right. Interesting. Yeah, I'm wondering what they got. I mean, if they got, you know, like there could be some sealed filings and stuff that we haven't seen. And I wonder if they have their hands on that. Very interesting. What an interesting story. So Lockbit. CNN reported, if the NCA and FBI really believe that Lockbit never deleted victim data, then they may still have it, is what they say. Interesting that even in Georgia, they still have that little warning there that says their systems are not working. Like if it's, you know, a court server, you're not going to find much. I mean, you'll find stuff, but it's all slow. It's all littered with warnings and other things. Interesting. Okay, great link. Thank you, Glocky, for flagging that for us. Did not even hear about that. Hot Mama says, in the brief case, is that supposed to be a football? LOL. Nuclear football, but they used a real football? That was red? Oh, it's supposed to be a nuclear football. Is that supposed to be a football? That's his nuclear football? It's an actual football for Joe? That's what the Italians were mocking? How funny. Here's another one from Glocky. Says Breitbart broke a story yesterday that apparently Wade worked for Fannie right after she was elected, and he was responsible for hiring and firing people in the DA's office, and they never disclosed it. Wow. He made decisions to hire or fire in November 2020. Multiple people familiar with the story told Breitbart. Wow. Man, they are so busted. Oh, it was the red button, says Sadie. Roy says, didn't that come out in the hearing where Wade was present in the offer to the retired prosecutor? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I thought that they were like friends for a long time. Like, I don't think they met at a judicial conference. I thought that they knew each other back from college or something. Right. Yeah, wild. We're definitely going to get into, we're going to have a Fanny segment today for sure. Luce Willis, lie hard. Lie hard. From Luce Willis, not Bruce. Luce Willis. Lie hard. Yeah, she's trying to escape Nakatomi Plaza, and all the Trump lawyers are coming in after her. Yeah. Hey, Glocky says, look how easily it absorbs your money. Scam, wow. All you need is a special prosecutor. Cost you $1 million. Wow. Funny, Glocky. Good to see you. I saw we got some donos in the house. Thank you, my friends, for sending these in. Hey, what's going on? We got some nice comments. Thank you, guys. Lucky says, how bad do you have to be at being so blatantly corrupt that Jeb Bush comes out to defend Trump? 2024 is going to be wild. Jeb Bush speaks out about Trump. It's about time. After 91 bogus charges, the Florida governor, along with his partner, they wrote an op-ed in Wall Street Journal condemning the politicized and activist courts. Well, it's nice, guys. It's about time. Thanks for recognizing that, Jeb. Hey, man, better late than never, but still, my gosh. But yeah, well done. Welcome to the party, pal. Talking about Luce Willis. Welcome to the party, pal. Gosh. Jeb! Exclamation point, Jeb! Exclamation point, Jeb! 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 This old guy says, I've rewatched the Trump-Biden debate when Biden rolled out the CIA letter. Can you imagine today what Biden would look like trying to use something like that on the debate stage today? Our president, intentional lowercase, and Pelosi are both total jokes. Yeah, it's like, it's almost surreal. I mean, it's like, how did we even buy that at all? We didn't hear. We're like, okay, yeah, 51 idiots signed some stupid letter. Thanks, guys. Clearly, that was nonsense. The laptop was absolutely real. If you looked at any file on it, it was obvious. So for them to come out and say that it was Russian disinformation, we're all just laughing. But the media, the media is so complicit. They knew, and they just ran with it anyways. It is a joke. I mean, if that happened today, I think a lot of people would be a lot more skeptical. Spud says, why would a puppet prevent his so-called master from invading? Neil says, Bush let Putin invade. Obama let Putin invade. Biden let Putin invade. But Trump didn't let Putin invade. Nothing happened. Why is that? Weird. 51K. Russia, Ukraine, and NATO. Man, that's a spicy one right there. Yeah, NATO is playing with fire right now. It's like, gosh. You want to go into World War III over this? Great. Thank you, 51K. Hey, what's up, Londo? Hey, and a buck for luck. Thank you, Londo. Hope you're having a beautiful start to your week, my friend. And we're glad that you joined us on the day. And thank you for those, my friends. We also had some friends on YouTube sharing some stuff this morning. Thank you for sending these in. Man, this month is flying by, right? Hey, Londo, I think this was a couple days ago. Says, here's a buck, Rob, just because of the failures. Thank you, Londo. I think that was a couple days ago. Thanks for sending that one in. We got Tara this morning. Says, announcing Ukraine joining NATO makes me think this might be election interference on steroids. This kind of threat is a way to suspend elections. Yeah, I mean, that's where I'm going with that. We're going to be in World War III. Something's going to get very, very spicy, very prickly. 3 months from now, 4 months from now, right at the time of the election. and it's going to cause something to be done, right? It feels like it's unnecessary escalation. Pritchie's here, says YouTube is not notifying of your live. That's strange. Does it do it for members only streams? I think it should, right? Should notify you. Dang it, YouTube! We got Tara says, Trump has filed his appeal in New York. Tish James owns 7 real estate properties purchased under special circumstances. Someone should do a deep dive. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know how substantive it is or if it's just a notice of appeal. A lot of the times there's just a notice of appeal. It's not the actual appellate memo, but I will take a look at that. We got Trump's filings in Florida. We got Fannie stuff. We're gonna have a big Fannie segment today because there was a lot of juiciness today, and yeah, they didn't post that you were live Friday either. That's rude. Is everybody not getting notifications on YouTube lives? Yeah, we're going to get into Fannie for sure. Kenneth says, Georgia Prosecuting Attorney Council is looking for a DA to take over the Trump case. Clayton County Co. and DeKalb County Co. have refused to take the case. This is reported locally. Wow. Yeah. No one wants it. I'm sure this case is crap, okay? Like, even if you look at their case files, like I'm sure they, hey, just look at the file. Just look at the file. Here, look at our manila folder for Trump. Just look at this one. Right, and really, that's just like a kind of like a euphemism. I'm sure it's a lot more than just a manila folder. But here, just look at it. They bring it over to DeKalb. They're like, Nathan Wade worked on this? This is Fannie's work product? I can't do anything with this. Nothing I could do. It's like, I don't think they have any skills, which is why this case is so bad. And that's good for Trump. Tara says, to be fair, Jeb, he is low energy. It does take a while for him to boot up a bit. He could probably use a couple more exclamation points. Maybe that'll help. Put some more at the end of it and see how that works out for him. Thank you, Tara. Hey, what's up? What's up, D-Ham? Sup, D-Ham? Good to see you. Good to see you. Sup, Rob. Sup, D-Ham, in the house. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day out there on the farm, my friend. And Jay Water, Roadless Wolf says, morning. Nikki Talk, JTN report that Trump filed an appeal in the Engeron lie suit. Enjoy your day, membos. Thank you, Jay Water. Enjoy your day, my friend. Yeah. He did appeal on that one. And Kenneth Waits is telling us that former prosecutors are refusing to take the case. And I wonder, is that at like Atlanta Journal? Maybe? Let's see here. Let's see if there's any local news. See if we can clip some of that stuff. Yeah, wow. Okay, so here's what Atlanta says. Torpy, Trump case filing shows Fannie Willis's thread is getting thin. Uh-oh. Court records. Here, is this? There it is. No, hang on a second. Let's, they're going to want us to get an account over there, but we're going to bypass that. Perhaps she should have hired Wade much earlier. Wade certainly was in constant contact. 6 calls a day for 11 months and 30 texts a day. He did the math. Now, to make matters more prurient, Trump's team says the records indicate that it came into the, booty calls. They also busted the booty calls. Roy Barnes testified. I want to hear any reaction to this. Yeah, this is not good. Earlier this month, the Cobb County DA, a Democrat, joined 16 other attorneys supporting Willis. Wow, we haven't seen that one. Saying she should not be disqualified, so they filed an amicus brief. He says, who really cares when this affair started? Keeping an affair secret is like trying to sneak the dawn past a rooster. What? Keeping an affair secret is like trying to sneak the dawn past a rooster. Like, you're not going to happen? It's not going to happen? But if they got caught in a lie, then they violated honesty before the tribunal, and that is serious. Lying to the court is serious. Totally agree. Totally agree. Right, we said Fannie, if she had any honor, she would have just resigned and just said, all right, look. Instead, she's doubling down after she already got busted. This would change the ball game if they can prove it. Of course, It's circumstantial evidence. He trailed off and paused long, adding, it's circumstantial evidence, which is fine. Okay, so what? You can use, prosecutors use circumstantial evidence all the time. They tell us how amazing it is. Yeah, it's circumstantial. They have whole, speeches about it. Like, prosecutors use the speech about, like, snow falling on the ground, And you wake up in the morning, snow fell on the ground. You didn't see it happen, but it happened, and so therefore it's circumstantial. And, you can use that to draw inferences and all. Like, they love it. But apparently we can't use circumstantial evidence here in the Fannie case. They said the cell phone evidence is compelling, but it doesn't prove the relationship. No, but it proves, one from that can infer that he's going over there for a booty call. And there's a lot of evidence to support that. The thread is getting thinner, the thread holding up their denials. The defense definitely seems to keep chopping away at it. Yes, and this has been the strategy from day one, is to get them to talk and then hammer them with their lies. Porter, who has supported Willis, is no fan of Trump, suggested a path where Willis could keep the case alive. She could withdraw from the case, citing the circus-like atmosphere, and wall herself off. No. Other lawyers could carry on, Anna Cross and John Floyd. It's a case that needs to be tried. The underlying credibility of the election is at stake. No. What does that mean? No. It's Fannie's credibility that it's at stake. The whole prosecution should have never been brought. Before we move on from 2020, all the business that the election was stolen, you have to try this case. No. The point is, it's a corrupt case brought by a corrupt prosecutor. So you don't have to try it. All right. So we're going to dig into a lot of Fannie, and I got to find a different way to say that because that's just not good. But let's see what's happening over there in South Carolina, my friends. We had a beautiful Saturday. Trump came out, crushed Nikki Haley. CNN had some, depressing moments. This is what they sounded like after Trump crushed. It was like 60-40, 20 points. Remember, it was an open primary, so there were a bunch of Democrats in there who were very excited to go vote against Trump because that's all they care about with their lives. And here is what some of the reactions sounded like from CNN after Trump obliterated Nikki.
Victory speech, overwhelming results in South Carolina. We called it right at the top of the hour as soon as the polls closed. Back with the team here in New York. Listen, you've heard a lot of Trump speeches?
Yeah, I mean, RIP the Reagan GOP. There's something so jarring about watching Lindsey Graham and Tim Scott, all of who condemned him after January 6th, lining up to do their best campaign rally impersonation and saying this is the most qualified man to be president.
The night of January 6th, Lindsey Graham was saying he was,
I'm done with him. Enough. I mean, listen, it is the greatest political comeback in history. Just 3 years ago, he was done in the party, and it only took a matter of months before he came back and handily won in Nikki.
He wasn't done, weird people. He was done in your eyes.
Haley's home state. The question now becomes this. She's held on. We'll see where the margins break down tonight to about just under a third of Republican votes in some of these primaries. How many of those votes will go to Donald Trump? Because he will need those in a general election. Some of those are never going to be with him, but how many is the open question now?
Look, I mean, for me, Tim Scott is obviously auditioning to be vice president. And every time Trump just ritually humiliates him, talks about him having low energy, makes fun of his campaign, and then Tim Scott gets out there and he tries to do something that's really not natural to him, and then he walks off. But we were talking about before, this is kind of the pathway that Pence got on. And so you might not just be watching the resurrection of a Tim Scott, but you might also be watching the rise of a resurrection of Trump, the rise of Tim Scott.
I cannot. Okay, so yeah, apparently Trump's a racist. All these people trying to figure out what's going on here. 65-35.
Yes, I feel much
Trump
better.
Obliterates.
Thank you, Doris.
Nikki Haley in her own state in South Carolina. And a lot of people, they're also upset about this. This is a fun clip. CNN very unhappy that people don't think Joe Biden won the election, because he didn't, because it was rigged by our intelligence agencies and by the COVID lawyers. And here is what they said. Do you think Joe Biden legitimately won in 2020? No, 65%.
Do you think Biden legitimately won the 2020 election? No. Here in South Carolina, in this primary today, only a third, 32%, say that he did legitimately win. Only a third give the correct answer to this question. 2/3, 65%, wrongly say that Joe Biden did not
not wrong.
legitimately win the 2020 election, but that
You're
is
wrong.
what they believe, obviously, after hearing so much of that from Donald Trump.
Yeah, those were the
and
Republicans
others. Again,
voting in the.
do you think
You're
the Democrats
wrong.
voting in the
Okay,
Republican
they're
primary.
right. You guys are still deluded that your rigged election with someone who can't even talk, who didn't even campaign, in the middle of COVID, where all the election rules were changed, when you had the CIA colluding with Anthony Blinken in order to create talking points for debates, when you had all the social media companies censoring Americans from even participating and having free speech. We got so many strikes. We got, multiple, I think 3 or 4 strikes here, because we were talking about medical misinformation and harmful and dangerous content and all that crap, right? Back even before this was happening. So we were being censored in real time, right? And now people realize, oh, we thought we had free speech. Oh, we thought we had the ability to participate in our elections. We don't really. Everyone else gets to control it for us. Now, Nikki Haley is staying around, apparently. She wrote this, or said this, before we learned that she's going to be losing some serious funding, all right? So here's what she said, and then the Koch brothers are now pulling out. Here's Nikki.
There are huge numbers of voters in our Republican primaries
that don't like
who are saying they want an alternative.
But not enough. And there's a huge number of Democrats also saying that, because they're voting in these open primaries like in New Hampshire.
I said earlier this week that no matter what happens in South Carolina, I would continue to run for president. I'm a woman of my word.
Okay, so she's sticking around. She's sticking around for whatever reason. Oh, it's pronounced the Koch brothers. Oh, it's the Koch brothers. Oh, my apologies on the profanity this morning. Okay, the Koch brothers, okay? Well, the Koch brothers are not going to, well, whatever their names are, okay, either way. Same difference, tomato, tomato, you know what I'm saying? Billionaire-backed Coke. I almost did it again. Are you sure? Are you sure that's Coke? I don't think so. That looks like, that looks like the Rooster Network. All right. So, billionaire-backed Coke network halts Nikki Haley's campaign funding after South Carolina loss. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the first one. All right, these two. If they were donating to Nikki Haley, it's definitely, the first one. Americans for Prosperity Action. The network backed by Charles Koch is pausing its financial support of Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley. Womp, 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 womp. AFP Action said it still endorses Haley, but now its support will only come in the form of words, not cash. Oh, well, maybe she can call Fanny. Given the challenges in the primary states ahead, we don't believe any outside group can make a material difference. Yeah, no kidding. And so, while we continue to endorse her, we're going to put our resources elsewhere where they may make a difference. Now, they're closing their wallet is the next nail in the coffin for Nikki, who has taken a series of other hits. Along this, Reid Hoffman, an anti-Trump maniac who spent a lot of time with Jeffrey Epstein, has also stopped funding Haley's presidential bid. Haley still pledged to stay in the race. Her campaign said that the funding has not changed the calculus. Says AFP is a great organization. We thank them for their help, but we still have more money coming in, $1 million coming in. And so they're going to just keep pushing this forward. Nikki Haley. And as we saw last week, Gavin Newsom says she's their #1 surrogate, right? So that's what's cooking over there. Now, election stuff coming up. They say Joe Biden is the person who needs to win. This is the governor of Michigan, okay? Her name is Gretchen Whitmer from the fake Whitmer kidnapping hoax plot. And they're out there. All the surrogates are out there in full force. AOC was out there and others saying that Joe Biden, like, it's do or die for this dude. And there's a big Muslim population there in Michigan. And of course, that population is not happy with Joe Biden. Joe Biden's trying to have it both ways with this war in the Middle East situation, and explaining that I think he's trying to kind of straddle both sides of this, and both sides are unhappy with him about that. And so here is Gretchen, the kidnapping plot hoaxer, explaining why you got to vote for Joe.
I just want to make the case, though, that it's important not to lose sight of the fact that any vote that's not cast for Joe Biden supports a second Trump term. A second Trump term would be devastating, not just on fundamental rights, not just on our democracy here at home, but also when it comes to foreign policy. This was a man who promoted a Muslim ban. This is, I think, a very high stakes moment. I am encouraging people to cast an affirmative vote for President Biden. I understand the pain that people are feeling, and I'll continue to work to build bridges with folks in all of these communities, because they're all important to me, they're all important to Michigan, and I know they're all important to President Biden as well.
Okay, so look, I know things suck here, okay? I know the president's terrible. It's like, it's not good. I know you're hurting. I know you don't have any money. I know things are tight for you here, but you gotta vote for Biden. Because if you vote for Trump, he's going to ban you Muslims out in to oblivion or something, right? Which is all just stupid nonsense from the Democrats. So they do seem nervous, man, and they're sending everyone out there to go after it. Here was AOC talking about the border and how Republicans are xenophobes and all the things.
The idea that Republicans, in order to win an election, say we need to hermetically seal the border, when they know that that is economic self-sabotage to the U.S. economy.
How?
And they are saying, let's do it anyway. And to compensate for the negative effects, we're going to allow and throw people's kids into factories. That is what they are doing in rolling back child labor laws while being as xenophobic and anti-immigrant as they are. And while ginning up this false narrative about this being a crisis. And by the way, by then also preventing and blocking any legislation that would provide not just a path to citizenship, but a path to work papers.
All right, so they want more citizens, obviously. So, all right, that is AOC. Now, here is Byron Donalds, who might be a vice presidential candidate, coming out and laying a smackdown.
Kristen, let me push back a little bit. You have to acknowledge the fact that now that the Robert Hur report has come out about Joe Biden's misuse of classified information, which is a violation of the Espionage Act, he had no rights to any of those documents when he was a senator or vice president. Yet there are no charges against President Biden. But President Trump is under prosecution. Come on, now. We know that doesn't make any sense at all.
I have to hit the pause button for 1 minute, Congressman, because the Hur report was very clear that there was not enough evidence to bring charges against President Biden.
He's an elderly old man.
Ultimately, there's not enough. That is what the Hur report said. Congressman, that is exactly what the Hur report said. Yes, it is.
The Espionage Act is clear.
There wasn't enough evidence to bring charges.
Because he's elderly and demented.
As a senator or a vice president, you have no right to those documents as a senator or a vice president. They must remain in a secure facility. Joe Biden took them from a SCIF. That's a violation of the Espionage Act. Period.
Okay.
Period. Kristen, stop your disgusting shilling for those guys over there. Ridiculous. All right, my friends. So shout out to Byron, man. He's good. We're glad we got Byron on our team. All right, let's see what else we got, my friends. We're going to wrap it up here in a few minutes. Thank you so much for sending these donos in. Shade says AOC scriptwriters on vacation. No doubt about that. Hey, what's up, Roger? Roger sent this one in. Roger N says, Fanny calls. Exactly right. That's what Fanny was doing. It's not a booty call. It's a Fanny call because she's the biggest Fanny in Georgia. Hey, what's up, Bolt Up Baby? Says, love deep dives on court filings. Best show on the net. Thank you, Bolt Up Baby. In the house. Thanks for being a membo and for joining us. Yeah, we're going to do some deep dives today for sure. We got some reading to do. We got some good filings to attend to. And I can't wait to get into it. Roger says, Trump sure did crush in South Carolina. He never dropped below 59% when I was watching the votes come in live, and it was awesome. Yeah, that's great news. And we kind of suspected he was going to blow her out there, but I didn't realize it was an open primary and that all these people from the open primary would be coming in and, voting for Nikki, but still blew her out. Jay Water says, funny how they cut off the Trump victory speech. I've seen a lot of that lately, where they'll say that Trump is now getting into facts that are disputed, right? And I think even Neil Cavuto did that the other day. He's like, well, you're entitled to give your speech, but you're not entitled to give your facts on our network. All right. Tara says, the argument by Fannie about the rule for evidence submission, aren't rules different when it's rebuttal evidence? Privilege claim is hypocritical. Trump's was fire. Yeah, it's extrinsic evidence to prove impeachment is essentially what we're talking about. Yes, it's outside evidence, but it's to prove a lie that Nathan Wade lied on the stand. So there are rules that allow that. Very good to see you, Tara. She is missing the real math. She isn't wanted. That is talking about Nikki, who doesn't get the hint. Says exit polls say 40% of her voters won't vote for Trump. Fox was pretending that it could be a block for Trump, except they were Democrats who voted for her. Yeah, and they're playing this Operation, Chaos type of thing where they're coming over to try to, rig the numbers. Jay Waters says, the way these donation matching in politics is complete BS. No tax write-off, 26 matching from tax revenue voted and approved by Congress, and furthering our national debt further. It's illegal money theft. Oh yeah, the politicians, man. Did you see Eric Swalwell was using campaign cash for his babysitter, stuff like that? It's all a grift, right? Tara says Muslims are voting against anyone pushing transitions on the children. Yeah, and I think that there's going to be some new alliances that form after people start realizing what the Democrats are doing. Maybe they're not in favor of the people. Hey, what's up, sweet? Says, can Nikki decide to run independent after she loses a little bit more? Like how RFK Jr. is now independent? I think so. I think, in fact, they're talking about her running as a no labels. I saw that. I think her angle is either that to take the votes from Trump, or she's betting Trump will be removed and she works for the dark side. Something. Yeah, just hanging around, I think, sweet. Good to see you. Maybe something happens. The party, Trump gets convicted. He's a felon now, and so they have to remove him. Generic says, I used to know a dude with the surname Cockburn. Ooh. He insisted it's pronounced Coburn. Oh, well. Due to this unique grammatical phenomenon, C and K are silent, which is extremely fortunate for him. Well, it would be if we didn't call him Dick Scold. Dick Scold. Dick Scold. Yeah, there's a lot of names there with the cocks and the dicks and all the things. And those are names. We're not talking about the genitals. We're talking about the names, right? And not the genitals. We got BH says, I had a friend in school who was a Coke who pronounced it cooked. David Koch died in 2019. Charles Koch is the Koch brother who's doing all the political stuff. There are two other brothers who are not involved. Thanks for the background, BH. Former says, as long as Nikki stays in the race, no matter how poorly she's doing, former POTUS Trump is excluded from the intelligence briefings. That's an interesting point. NY says, Haley shouldn't worry. Biden will just sign another executive order to forgive her campaign debt. Crash says, Nikki is the spitting image of the Wicked Witch from the West and Dorothy and Toto fame from Wizard of Oz. NY says, this open primary in South Carolina is a warm-up for Democrats, so they get used to losing in the general. What's up, flagpole guy? Says, dig into that fanny. Man, look at those beautiful flags from flagpole guy in the house. Roy says, got the locals members live notification email, but not the YouTube members live. Thank you for that, Roy. True says, I can't even listen to Haley. Anyone that isn't actively and aggressively calling out the invalid prosecutions or persecutions is number one on the wrong side of history. Number two is the enemy of truth. Londo says, Nikki No Name, the no labels candidate in the House. And Tara says, Dems are planning the insurrection, won't certify Trump, but I heard that was a crime and is merely ceremonial now. Yeah, they said they're not, if he wins, they're not going to certify him. I think was their final maneuver on that. And so, okay, my friends, let us leave it there. It is a beautiful, beautiful Monday. We are going to come back here in a few short hours to get into it again. And we've got Fannie coming up. We've got some of those Trump filings coming up. And there will be some more goodness to unpack here today. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful morning. And I hope your Monday is off to an amazing start. If you're using to-do lists, hope you're just checking those off one after the other. Boom, 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 boom. Getting it knocked out, getting the day taken care of. We'll be back here in a few hours, my friends, to get into it all again. And so until then, Get out there, get after it, and make it a great day. We'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.
All right.
I got a troll who's folly. He is a frauditor folly. He's trying to come at me for a second time. I don't think this guy realizes how, in my opinion, ignorant he sounds. So, Broken System, Broken Trust had some panel going, and it was around the time that that Chase Allen, they stopped him for a license plate and then surrounded him and unloaded hundreds of rounds into him and executed him. So, and he was butthurt because I was debating some other guy named John Galt or something, who was making up his own definitions for, he created his own words and created his own definition, and he has the right to do that. So he gets to live in his own reality, and we have to accept it for some reason. So here's Frauded or Follies, and I got a lot of hate mail lately, man. A lot of violent, I'm gonna F you up, do you want to meet up, blah, 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 calling me a coward, and I'm like, okay, let's do a live debate. Oh, I don't debate. I'll just meet you in person and shove your phone up your blah. Bro, when you, the kid, it just kills me that you call me a coward and you want to beat me up and you want to get violent and call me a coward and I'm not that tough. And you're sending me messages from an anonymous Proton email. I hate frauditors.proton, something like that. And you're threatening me. You want to meet me in person, but I don't know who you are. And you're scared to, have a conversation on a live stream. Your response is, I don't debate. I'll just get super violent with you and make a ton of threats and call you fat. Like, who's the coward there in that situation? Anyway, here's Frauded or Folly. I tried to post this just as a picture in the thing. So
about Jacob Rothschild?
I hope you get what I said here. Let's see. The real question I have for you is, what is the correlation between standing in front of a bank or in a post office or whatever else auditors do to regular random people? No, it's not regular random people. It's taxpayer-funded people. Let's start there. I mean, I could break this whole thing down, but you'll see. What's the difference between that and police misconduct? See? Police misconduct is illegal. Filming in public is not. Like, bro, I get it. You have the right to have a channel, but the fact that everything you see, you defended slavery. I'm sure Jim Crow laws, those were laws. So yeah, black people, no water fountains. That's how you represent yourself. And making a correlation between police misconduct, which is completely illegal, to recording in public, which is free press, which I don't understand why you guys have such a problem with it. The people who steal your money under threat and duress are the people we record. The people who mishandle your money, who steal your money under threat. And just because the government demons who do all this stuff put clerks and women and they make it seem all professional, the fact is they're stealing your money under threat and duress. No matter how you try to sugarcoat it, that's reality. Sorry if you don't like that we want to go in there and redress our grievances. I'm sorry it hurt your feelings. Drink your whiskey and be free, like you said. He said once something like, you know how I know I'm free? I can drink a whiskey in my front yard. Go drink your whiskey in front of a police station. Let's see how that goes. If you're free. If you're so free. So there you go, guys. I was going to just say two things, and once I turn on the camera, I can't shut up. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace, tranquility. Bye.
All right, guys. Going to end the stream. I may do something at the factory tonight. We'll see. We'll see how it's shaken out. Oops. Until it's been a while. Oh, what's this? Okay. Your file. Reduce. All right, guys. Peace.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me. Cause she got a bad little waist, and we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase, got some egos to the face. Baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine. Got a fine little body and her mind's kinda naughty. They say that once you taste it, you cannot replace it. She could get you high, all the dopamine inside triggers fast once she's naked. Her body's a creation. They say the devil made her for his entertainment, but even he couldn't learn how to contain it. Her high heels make a damn good statement. There is no replacement, a body by Satan. Cause she got a bad little waist, and we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase, got some egos to the face. Baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All